afternoon, good evening, all the fellow Biafras and all the lovers of freedom, and those who stood up for their freedom. Once again, we Biafra TV is greeting you as we are bringing you the message of hope, the message about your government and how the government is going to affect all of us and how government is going to help us to work, and the things that you on your own as the Biafran person has to do to make sure that everything is in line in what the government is doing. It's also very, very imperative that you enjoy me this morning as we continue our broadcast to bring the message of hope and also to remind you those little things that you may be forgotten. That is why we are here this morning, to remind you those things and also to make you to understand things that are very important at this time. And anything that you see your government of United States of Biafra doing, there is a reason why you have to support it and also give them accolades for the route, for the line they are towing in this movement. There is one thing that I want us to understand this morning. What is that thing? You can see the changes in the movement that we are into. And the changes you are seeing into the movement, what those changes are representing, and why those changes must come at a time like this. Honestly, why those changes must come at a time like this? Because of the importance of having a peaceful and democracy country, not autocracy, and also the importance of having a country that you choose to have, not the one that you was forced to be into it. That is why the changes, that is why as things are happening, you should be happy following those things, how they are happening, following the changes, because one thing that it is very constant in life is changing your life, changing how you behave, changing what you do as a human being. All these things are very important in life. If you miss anyone, that simply means that the life will be somehow. Yes, good morning from here. I am from the new country called United States of Biafra, United States of Biafra, that was declared officially on November 29, 2024. We are that country who are out from Nigeria. This country located in Africa, that this country located in. We are that country that says Nigeria, after the amalgamation of Nigeria, where Britain forcefully used gun and bullets to ask us to stay together. In this 21st century, the people that they asked to start to stay together have decided to say, no, you can't decide for us. We have rights to choose who will govern us we have right to live as a people. That is what everyone must understand. United States of Biafra located in Africa. Africa, that is where it's located. So, brother, those countries are their country of their independence on their own. They are a nice country also. That is why we are fighting to have our own freedom, to be like them, to stay on our own, decide things we do and how we are gonna do it. So please, if you are here, you never like this program, please try and like and share. So I want you to please, as you come in, please like and share. Subscribe on the YouTube page. The name of the page is Biafra TV. Biafra TV. You're not just watching and be commenting without liking. If it's your first time of coming, you will see a three dot in front of you. Click that three dots, it will open, you will see like. Endeavor to do that, please. So, my people, the time we are into is where we are doing what is called constant change in the movement that we are into. The changes that will favor us, the changes that the world will look and say, yes, they are peaceful people. They understand the norms of the terms of rule of engagement. They understand the international laws, and they're keeping every treaties and contract they are signed with the people of every country in the world. That is why. And now that the government is asking us, when you see Mas Simon Eba moving, and the DOS members are fighting against him, is the difference between what you see the so-called Ogenkere, the RCC, the Imam Madwabu, the Faceless Unite, and Oshu? There is no difference between what they are doing and what the DOS did to Mas Simon Eba. Remember, he moved out from the structure of IPOB, and they start fighting him tooth and nail. Starts saying a matter of things, looking for a way to bring him down, until he was arrested by Finland authority illegally, and because of self-defense, he was arrested and kept till today, as I'm talking to you, in prison in Finland. So please, as you come, may you like and share the program, and also comment, for you to be able to prove that you understand what we are doing. So I want you to know that everything that we are doing here this morning, we are bringing it live and direct, making it to be raw, so you may understand what we are doing with fact and figure and with evidence. I see you, Oluset, my brother, good morning from here. So brother, please stop repeating one message. Stop repeating one message. So, my people, everything that you or we as the Biafran people are doing, I want you to know that at this stage that we are into, we must choose to do things that when it's come to, we must do things that when it's come to the eyes of the world, when it's come to the eyes of other countries that have been having their independence today, that there was a day, there was a new country in the eyes of the world, then that is where I want you to seriously understand the importance of what we are doing. What we are doing is so very real that non-human being can stop us what we are doing. What we are doing is that we are not fighting anybody. We are not possessing anybody's land. We are not taking anybody's property. Rather, the so-called Nigeria, with Britain, even including with America, are the one taking what belongs to us. And because of what belongs to us, they are taking. That is why they don't want us to be a new country. That is why they don't want us to have our own way of life. That is why you see their intimidation. That is why they are not talking about what is happening to us. That is the reason why all these things are happening. Because of what? The mineral resources that we have in our own land, that is our own property, that is in our own land, not in any other person's land, in our own land. That is why the world is hurting us. That is why the world is not coming to our rescue. You can see all the trending videos about what is happening in Nigeria, about the killings, about everything the way it is. But one thing may come into your mind. After they have told you, Nigeria is killing their citizens, the Christians, Nigeria is doing that, Nigeria is the other one. The question is, what is the solution they are giving to us? They will not give us any solution. The solution is in our hand to take. And that is why today, the Biafran people, the indigenous people of Biafra, has taken it by themselves to provide a very everlasting solution to all the problems that are happening in the Nigeria today. We have taken our time to do what? To bring a solution. The solution is divide Nigeria according to religion, according to the tribal line. Once you done that, all this incessant killing, all this genocide happening in Biafra land, happening in every part, because they thought that we are only the one that is going to happen to. But it shocks them. It shocks the Northerners as what is happening in their area, because the same thing that you are doing to us, your own, the people that you think that is your own are back to be doing it to you. So why are you complaining? When the Biafran people was massacred, when the Biafran people was killing, when all this thing happened, when we are shooting, when we are doing protests in Emene, in Mpo, in every part of Biafra land, and they are carrying gun and pursuing us, killing us, shooting us. After all this, what happened? You are happy. Did you condemn it? But now it is happening to you. We are raising our voice also to condemn the killings of any indigenous person in Nigeria. We are not just making stories. We have evidence. The killings every day. People are dying. Now also, people are dying in the north. People are dying in Katsina. People are dying in Jigawa. People are dying in Benua. People are, because of the thing they are doing to us. Realize it, that the North are paying for the innocent blood that Nigeria soldier, that Nigeria Boko Haram military are the crime they are committing in Biafra land. That is what the Northerners are paying right now. That is why the bandits are chasing them away in their ancestral home. Because when it was happened to us, they did not utter a word. I said what? They did not utter a word. There, Jedaka, good morning, my brother. You are welcome. Thank you so much for coming here. May Elohim bless you as we continue to preach the good news and give ourselves hope. Now, because of the Northerners has never one day stand up and condemn the killings of the Biafran people and condemn the genocide that is going on in our land. They have never stood. That is why today the bandits, the Fulanis has remembered them. Because when you are pointing someone one hand, the other four hand is pointing at me. When I'm pointing one hand on this screen, the four hands are pointing at me. That is why every part of North are bleeding. Because from before 1960s, 1967 to this date, the Biafra land is bleeding. And from all this bleeding, from all this killing, from all this arrest, from all this illegal detention, none of all these people has opened their mouth to condemn what the Nigeria Boko Haram military are doing in Biafra land. That is back to sender. Is what you are seeing that is happening. But it pains me so much that it is happening in the indigenous people. Let it pain them also the way that we, the Biafran people, has first humiliation, first inhuman treatment, first torture, first intimidation for all our life. Because since I was born, I see a military, I see armor tanker, I see checkpoint in my location. It's still there, but in North, none of this checkpoint is there. Because of we are seeking for our freedom, that is why you have numerous checking points. Only in Onitsha alone, only in Onitsha, Buruburu, around Surrenders Onitsha, has 45 checking points. Only in Onitsha alone has 45 checking points. The only one Nigeria is the one killing their citizens. There is nothing like one Nigeria, because you did not sign for Nigeria documents. In the amalgamation documents, you are not there to be found. Nothing like one Nigeria. Nothing. It does not exist anywhere. It only exists on the brain of those who refuse to understand that those who give him Nigeria did not even call it one Nigeria. Those that give them one Nigeria did not call it one Nigeria. The amalgamation of 1914 of your so-called country called Nigeria, nothing like one Nigeria. And it's a country, a union, where they are forced people to stay in. Before we go into what we have this morning, the Biafran people, about the right of us to vote, we must do something this morning. Allow me to roll in a little bit. Then for those inconsequential who will come here to blab. Inside the amalgamation documents, nothing like one Nigeria. Nothing. That is the scam they use on you. Those people who bring one Nigeria for you, if you know what they did to your fathers, they put chain on their neck and make them to become slave. And they come back, they give you Bible and told you there is one Nigeria. Tell me that country in the world where they address as one Nigeria. Iman and Okwi, when they buy Jaffa. That is why when in the world your own is so different from others. That is why evil will still continue happening to you. That is why the evil is still happening in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom. Yes. Philip, thank you for watching. James, she goes here, thank you also. We mentioned those of name who comment correct, an important thing, not those who their mind are not with them. Those who don't even know the history of their country. Do you know that in the entire world, no country was created by amalgamation? In the entire world, no country, the history of their documents of their country is amalgamated instead of declaration, instead of de facto government, instead of by referendum. It's only Nigeria, that a country in the entire world, that was what amalgamated. Go and check everywhere in the world. No history of any country, another country, that Britain was amalgamated the way there was amalgamated in Nigeria. Go and check very well. Listen to the name of the man who amalgamated you. A fool. Like you're answering one Nigeria.
The 1914 amalgamation of northern and southern Nigeria was an administrative act carried out by the British colonial government, primarily by the then Governor-General, Sir Frederick Lugard. It was essentially a unilateral decision by the British for economic and administrative convenience, and not a treaty or agreement signed by representatives of the various peoples that made up the protectorates.
Do you hear that? Not agreement of you who claim a one Nigeria. Your forefathers did not sign. They did not even, your opinion, they see you as one bingo. They carry chain, put on your neck, and told you, you must answer one Nigeria. You know, you must answer Nigeria. Then the God will now come and put it to one Nigeria. That is only what you added in that history of creating your country. The only what you created, the only what you added in the history of one Nigeria is for you to come and add it to one Nigeria. That is only what you added. And inside the document of the Nigeria, they never called it one Nigeria. They never call it one Nigeria. So for we, the Biafran people, you are from Ghana and you are shouting one Nigeria. May what is happening to Nigeria happen to Ghana. So you make you answer one Ghana. So you can be able to answer one Ghana. If you are from Ghana and you are not seeing what is happening in Nigeria, then let what is happening to Nigeria happen to you. Nigeria, Ghana was amalgamated. Who forced you? Who created Ghana for you? Is he a white man? Frederick Lolugard is the man who created Nigeria. Forcefully, people. Do you hear it here that none of the Nigerian citizens was signed, was even, he had the opinion of the so-called one Nigeria, the so-called Nigeria people did not welcome when the amalgamation was going on. They just like putting somebody's chain, like a dog, a cat, holding him on hand and say, come on and stay here. You must enter here. That is what happened. And that is what we are seeing today. And that is why we, the Biafran people, have stood up again. After 1967 to 1970, 3 years, Britain come and force us to go back to Nigeria. And because our people think maybe Nigeria will take the correction of what happened before, till today they did not. That is why the Biafran, in this new era, in this 21st century, the Biafran people stood up to make a declaration. We are taking our country back, which is United States of Biafra. We have taken it back. I was born as a Biafran. I was not born as a Nigerian. My grandfather is a Biafran. My father is a Biafran. And that is what happens. So we don't believe in the so-called union of one Nigeria. That is a country. We are a country. We are no indigenous. We are those claim that they are the one Nigeria people did not sign, did not have an agreement. Let's form this country like this. Okay, let's do like this. Let's get no. They just a white man come from Britain, England, UK, and said, you from today you are Nigeria. And people are answering it. My people, we don't have much time this morning because we must go into what brings us here this morning because it is very important for us to do so. If you go into our headline, our capture this morning, Obroku Iba saying isiokwu anyị ji wepụ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Otu election ga-esi wee nyere anyị aka n'inweta recognition from international community. Biafrans, how our election that our government is proving out is going to help us to seek and get international recognition. There is why the election in Biafra land, especially in old Anambra, that these days has 3 states, happen to be Odimegwu, Ikemba, and the Omambala. These 3 states, their election, there is why we must do that. There is why we have to do it. The election is also going to help us for international recognition. Yes. Before the white man come, we have already been existing. before the white man comes. And we are going back to who we are before the white man comes. That is the truth of what we are going to. That is why we are now prepared, get ready to enter into our new country that has been declared. I also want you to understand that having a new country is not prohibited. It's not abomination. There is a time when Ghana is a new country in the world. There is a time Ghana is a new country. There is a time America was a new country. There is a time France was a new country. There is a time Portugal was a new country. There is a time Denmark was a new. All these countries in the world, there is a day there was a new country. They start moving as a new country. And they take process. So we, the Biafran people, under United States of Biafra, has met all the criteria of international law to become a country. Under Montevideo Convention of 1933, they asked us, they told us what to do, and we have already done that. Then, under Geneva Convention, they told us what to do, and we are doing it. Under the Vienna Convention, they told us what to do, and we are doing it. Under UN Charter, they told us what to do, and we are doing it. And yes, Dejedaga. And there was a time where only Adam and Eve on this planet, they become a new person. There was a day Adam and Eve becomes a new person. There was a day I am a new person in the world. Also, there is a day you also new. So if you are against our new nation, you will never have something new in your life. We are not asking you, let's say there is no Nigeria, no. If you want one Nigeria, be your one Nigeria. Allow me to be a Biafran. It doesn't call for a crime. It's not your mother that born me. We have a choice. You have your mother, I have my mother. You have your father, I have my father. And even after I was born, there is those that are going to accept me to be their father also. This is how it is. So please, as you come, as we are going into what brings us here, I want you to like and share the program so you may understand what we're here to do this morning. So please like and share, because we are going to go into what we have this morning first before we will go to use other videos to complete the program and give our people time also to call. The time is coming. When you see everything that is going on in the world, when you see everything that is happening, when you see those things, what's coming to your mind is that there was a day every other country in the world becomes a new country and they march forward. Why our own becomes a problem to you? Why? My people, we are people of free will from God. Chukwuemeka, good morning from here. Thank you so much. May him also to bless you. Let him bless you too and protect you wherever you are. My people, what we are trying to let our people know is very simple, that a declaration and having an election in a new country is our right. You have understood it on a program of yesterday. When we read the laws, the article that are supporting us and the human rights that are supporting us, now that we're a new declared country, claiming that we have a country that is still under Nigeria, that we also have our right to do what? That we also have our rights to conduct election, to prove to the world how prepared we are. Are you following? How prepared we are, and how the election is going to prove to the world that we are ready to govern ourselves and how peaceful we are. All these things is politics that it plays for a new country to get international recognition. That is how it goes. So, as we are moving in now on this issue, a new declaration of independence country has how election can help them to get a new country recognition, international recognition. Kedu ka election anyị na-ekwu okwu ya, election na gọọmenti anyị na introduce now, kedu ka ọ ga-esi wee nyere anyị aka inweta international recognition, or how important it is for us to conduct those elections in Biafra land now that we are non-recognized states. Listen to this.
Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new, self-declared country in gaining international recognition, although it is usually not the sole determining factor. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Demonstrates effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for statehood, as generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, is having an effective government. A genuine, transparent, and fair election is a powerful way to demonstrate that. The new entity has a functioning government structure. The government has the will of the people as its basis, which is a key principle in modern international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The government is likely to be stable, accountable, and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligations. 2. Bolsters democratic credentials. Many existing states, particularly Western democracies, often place importance on democratic processes. Holding an election can align the new country with international norms of democratic governance, making it politically easier for established democracies to grant recognition. 3. Shows capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative with the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, and join international organizations, which is another criterion for statehood. 4. Basis for international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies, like the UN or regional organizations, can give potential recognizing states confidence in the new entity's political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economic aid, and cooperation. However, it's important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act. While an election is a strong positive step, it doesn't guarantee recognition. Other factors that heavily influence the decision to recognize a new country include geopolitical interests, the strategic or political interests of other powerful nations, the reaction of the former parent state. If the former state strongly opposes the declaration of independence, other countries may be reluctant to recognize the new state to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state. Adherence to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minorities, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, and an effective government, the core elements of statehood.
Listen again, before we start analysis.
Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new, self-declared country in gaining international recognition, although it is usually not the sole determining factor. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Demonstrates effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for statehood, as generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, is having an effective government. A genuine, transparent, and fair election is a powerful way to demonstrate that. The new entity has a functioning government structure. The government has the will of the people as its basis, which is a key principle in modern international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The government is likely to be stable, accountable, and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligations. 2. Bolsters democratic credentials. Many existing states, particularly Western democracies, often place importance on democratic processes. Holding an election can align the new country with international norms of democratic governance, making it politically easier for established democracies to grant recognition. 3. Shows capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative with the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, and join international organizations, which is another criterion for statehood. 4. Basis for international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies, like the UN or regional organizations, can give potential recognizing states confidence in the new entity's political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economic aid, and cooperation. However, it's important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act. While an election is a strong positive step, it doesn't guarantee recognition. Other factors that heavily influence the decision to recognize a new country include geopolitical interests, the strategic or political interests of other powerful nations, the reaction of the former parent state. If the former state strongly opposes the declaration of independence, other countries may be reluctant to recognize the new state to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state. Adherence to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minorities, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, and an effective government, the core elements of statehood.
Thank you. We are going to do what we normally do. Yes, I see you, Jelen Satina. Good morning from here. I salute you. Good morning. May Elohim bless you and protect you and give you more strength to continue helping us in every social media to let our people understand things that when the enemies are lying. Thank you so much for always being there for us. I appreciate all your efforts. Yes, under our new country, why we need election? Those election, the election that we are talking about, there is why the election is very important. That is why. The population of the Biafran people are, we have not even only 70 million people. Up to now, we are over 100 million people. We are over 100 million people in our population. We supposed to have a two country. Because some countries are over 40,000, some are 25,000, some are 35,000. Talk less of the one with the over 100 or maximum 80-something thousand. Because if you check our self-referendum vote, when we have over 50 million people that voted, check out the number that no vote. That is when you will know that we are over too much in the world. We are overpopulated. So that is why we must stand off our new nation. Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new self-declared country in gaining international recognition. Are you following? Having what? Conducting election in Biafra land. The election of the three states of Ikemba, Omambala, and Odimegu. This election, only this election can get us international recognition. Despite although it's not usually not the sole determined factor. Yes, maybe it's not, but it is the part of what we, the Biafran people, are doing. It is also under the international law also of a human right determination that we are free to conduct election. How peaceful and how evidence and how we present ourselves on this election, like the way we present ourselves in the time of our self-referendum. The world are seeing what we are passing through. The world understand what we are going on. I must tell you one thing, that the election, I want you to see why the election is very important. They said here, yes, holding an election can significantly help a new self-declared country for gaining international recognition. It's going to help us. Because why is it going to help us? As we go deep, then we are going to see how all this election that we are planning, not just election, is something. We have passed the era of when we are going to go back to Nigeria and start making protests because of what we have declared. No. After declaration, you do not continue agitating from the occupying state who occupied us like Nigeria government. No. We have to be taking some strategic points. We have to making changes of things that we have done in the past that we need to be changed. If in the past we are carrying placards in Nigeria, our people are buying, we might as well go to sit at home. They call it peaceful disobedience. It's allowed. We may choose any other way. Now, choosing for election is the right thing to do. Despite that, they said here that it's self-declared country, or claiming that they have declared their country. That without, even though that we are claiming that we have a right to vote, the right of the vote is also a way of for us to get an international recognition also. That is why, because the only thing that we free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if after this election, one international country get us recognition, as seen by the 5 countries that was recognized us in 1967 to 1970, they do not withdraw their support till today. Have you heard that Gabon stand up and said we are no longer giving Biafra the recognition we give them before, we have denounced it, we have withdrawn? The answer is no. They did not withdraw it. It's there for us. It's only to reactivate it. And by now, the government of this of Biafra has done that already. They must not come and tell you. So, when you see all these things, when anything that this government pull out to you to do, please do it if you really know that you want to be free from Nigeria. If you know that you want Nigeria to leave, it's no longer the time of gun and bullet, time of woto. No, it's the time of diplomatic intelligence and also smartness into politics of to be a new country. It's all about politics.
Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new, self-declared country in gaining international recognition, although it is usually not the sole determining factor. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Demonstrates effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for statehood, as generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, is having an effective government. A genuine, transparent and fair election is a powerful way to demonstrate that. The new...
Do you hear it? To demonstrate that our government is effective, that the government is in charge, that the United States of Biafra government is the one taking charge, leading the people of Biafra. Demonstrating effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for the statehood, as a general accepted under the Montevideo Convention of 1933, having our election, proving that the government is working, proving that the government is on ground, proving that the government is in charge, proving that the government is the one taking care of their citizens and teaching orders and constitution to the citizens. That is why this election must be done in a bigger way. That all the Genu Biafrans in Omambala, in Ikemba, in Odimegu, must, both home and abroad, must stood up if you understand of the government. If you are not, I am sorry for you, because you are just wasting your time. This upcoming election, it is very, very sacrosanct. It is more than important. When my father told you that this, my son, this one is sacrosanct, believe you me, that was sacrosanct, the value is more than important. The upcoming election, it is very important. And we will not stop educating you more about this upcoming election with all this international law, for you to understand what we are into and what we have to do for us to peacefully exit finally from Nigeria. We have already exited, but not fully exited. So we must, by this election also, is going to trigger those things to come south. And if Nigeria interfere in our election by stopping it, they are also doing what? Committing a crime. Under humanitarian law, they are committing a crime. So we are going to force them. Let me tell you this. Let me tell us this. I want you to know. If what we are doing, getting to that point where we are having internal conflict like Finland, are you sure you are going to stand? Are you going to stay away and say, if this Biafra not come home, let's forget about this Biafra? Because ndị banyes na ọ na-eme agwa nwata ihe eji abụ okenye maọbụ ihe eji abụ ọgaranya, ọ sị mba ka yarakwa otu yara. And what will take us to leave Nigeria as the process the procedure, the protocol is be adding gradually, 1 step, 2 step, 3 step. When you finally see those things, are you sure that you are going to stand on the side of the government? Are you sure? Because nothing good comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. America today, after their brutal Cold War, you know when they say brutal Cold War, it is very red in their time. All the Biafras in the homeland must not agree for the election. When we did our self-referendum, did everybody agree? It doesn't matter whether everybody agree or they did not agree. What matters is that the election has been held in the land, in the country. Let me ask you this question. In Nigeria, did everybody agree in one party? In our self-referendum, did everybody agree? In your own family, did you and your brothers or your father or your mother or your children, did you all of you agree in one at the same time? But because of some did not agree, does it stop the family from achieving what they want to achieve? That is how it is in what we are doing. Ma ndị ekweghị mara ndị kwere ekwe ga-ekwetra ndị ekweghị ọ ihe aka anyị na-eme kịta anyị na-ekwetra onye ọbụla ekwere ọnụ n'okwu nwere onwe anyị na-ekwetra ha Jesus Christ nwụrụ maka ndị kwere ma ndị ekwere. That is how it is, nothing more than that. We want to demonstrate how effective the government it is. The election is not given that we must get, every state must get 20,000 votes. No. It's a test of faith of our people also, a test of the faith of the government to prove how the government is effective and how people love the government. A government with strategy. The strategy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, which one worked very fast? Is it not the strategy of Mazi Simon Ekpa? If Obato Obi Simon Ekpa remain in the movement of the way IPOB is doing it, do you think that anybody is going to arrest him today? We, the Biafran people, are not fools. We are smart. Sorry, I may ask you one question. Do you vote for self-referendum? Did you? If you vote for self-referendum, then you may know how this election will go. Do you think that day people will come and be shouting, we are voting for Biafra? It's all about smartness. You don't need to be scared of the Nigerian government. Even under international law, I am reading here every blessed day. When Nigeria tend to do anything, they have come against the international law of human rights. It's also things that the government will use to argue in ICC, in all these courts of the world about human rights, that Nigeria has violated a law of a sovereign state. You had this here, they are making us to understand, despite that the country is self-declared country, that they have rights to conduct election in their land, that Nigeria should not intervene. But because of how foolish, because of how stupid, because of how Nigeria is, they might decide to interfere. And then they can do a work in a bad. There's no people can sort of get no name. I want to hear Jabo Kenya. or Simba Kayadu. That is why you were jogging here. If this movement leads for internal conflict, that a Biafran is buying a Biafran, are you going to still support now that you are tired? That is it. If you are afraid, if you are afraid of Nigeria, how do you want it to happen? You must stood up and confront your enemy head on. Nigeria is like a cobra in your house. So because of the cobra is black and it has to bite you, then you will not kill the cobra, you will pet it in your house. That is Nigeria. Nigeria is like Nigeria wabuchichi. Nigeria cobra, that's black one that are very dangerous. That is Nigeria for you. So because of that cobra is big and is attacking your house, you will leave the house and run away for him and be afraid. The things that kills human being very easily is being afraid of your fellow human being. Where we are is where we look everything in the eyes and hold it very tight. That is where we are. We also allow our line open this morning. We will be doing our program. If your people calls in, we'll pick up their call because we want them to be asking questions about this election. So you have read it, you have had the law I am reading to you, the document. Then you are free to call on number plus only your WhatsApp plus 9733 60 51 337. That is the number to call. You are free to call because we want interaction with our people as we are reading this document. We want to interaction with our people. Remember the code on this platform. #Nigeria government /Finland /Britain. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the president of United States of Biafra. Also #Finland /Nigeria. Free Mazi Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra. That is the code on this platform. Continue with this hashtag because it is very important. You are doing what? You are making protests in your room with only your hand and your internet. Why are you tired of making that protest? Why the election is important is why we are here this morning to let you know. As generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, having effective government and also a permanent population that are going to vote with their effective government. A genuine, transparent, and fair election is a power way to democracy, to prove that the government is very effective, and the people also want the new nation. It's not about the government, it is about the individuals, the citizens, the population that are occupying the territory, their choice of what they want.
Plenty has a functioning government structure. The government has the will of the people as its basis, which is a key principle in modern international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
These are part of the laws that are guiding us, that we must continue doing on it. Please give me some time, but listen to this.
The government is likely to be stable, accountable, and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligations. 2. Bolsters democratic credentials. Many existing states, particularly Western democracies, often place importance on democratic processes. Holding an election can align the new country with international norms of democratic governance, making it politically easier for established democracies to grant recognition. 3. Shows capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative with the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, and join international organizations, which is another criterion for statehood. 4. Basis for international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies, like the UN or regional organizations, can give potential recognizing states confidence in the new entity's political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economic aid, and cooperation. However, it's important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act. While an election is a strong positive step, it doesn't guarantee recognition. Other factors that heavily influence the decision to recognize a new country include geopolitical interests, the strategic or political interests of other powerful nations, the reaction of the former parent state. If the former state strongly opposes the Declaration of Independence, other countries may be reluctant to recognize the new state to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state. Adherence to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minorities, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, and an effective government, the core elements of statehood. Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new, self-declared country in gaining international recognition, although it is usually not the sole determining factor. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Demonstrates effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for statehood, as generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, is having an effective government. A genuine, transparent, and fair election is a powerful way to demonstrate that. The new entity has a functioning government structure. The government has the will of the people as its basis, which is a key principle in modern international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. The government is likely to be stable, accountable, and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligations. 2. Bolsters democratic credentials. Many existing states, particularly Western democracies, often place importance on democratic processes. Holding an election can align the new country with international norms of democratic governance, making it politically easier for established democracies to grant recognition. 3. Shows capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative with the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, and join international organizations, which is another criterion for statehood. 4. Basis for international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies, like the UN or regional organizations, can give potential recognizing states confidence in the new entity's political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economic aid, and cooperation. However, it's important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act. While an election is a strong positive step, it doesn't guarantee recognition. Other factors that heavily influence the decision to recognize a new country include geopolitical interests, the strategic or political interests of other powerful nations, the reaction of the former parent state. If the former state strongly opposes the Declaration of Independence, other countries may be reluctant to recognize the new state to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state. Adherence to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minorities, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, and an effective government, the core elements of statehood.
Yes, sorry, my people. I have a person who is in my area. Yes, my people. I want you to know the importance of what we are doing. The election. The election. The election that is coming. Why you must support it, and why you, as a Biafran, need to be educating people about this upcoming election. This is where everything started, though. Do we have a caller? Let's see. Yes, so good morning, Ijelewan.
So, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ijelewan. You're welcome.
Very good morning to my wonderful Biafran citizens watching this morning. I greet all of you Daluma Zichino.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, actually, I really want to address this issue because it's not everything you can type on the
Comment section.
comment section.
Yes.
Yes, I I saw the comment from DJ. First of all, I thought that DJ was the one is he the one we
No, 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 no.
had this
No, this is there Jay, on our own. On he start following me from when I start tweeting about how we can build a new country. Those first time, and that is when we created. That is how we normally ask a question. So first time when he asked something, when I was on the level of playing videos of a new country, how you can form a new country after the election, what are you going to do, all this. So that is when he start following up. So whatever he asks,
okay.
if you answer him, he always agree. So that is one thing with him. So it's our
Okay,
own.
so
Yeah.
DJ is a Biafra,
He's a
right?
Biafra, yes, a Biafra.
Okay, that's very good. So, my people, this gubernatorial election is a child of necessity, just like I said on the comment section.
Yes.
If if you must understand this, honestly, you have to go out in mass to achieve this. It's a child of necessity, just like the self-referendum was a child of necessity to give the mandate for that to achieve that the
Declaration.
declaration of yes of Biafra, which was 110% successful, and that is how this one is going to be over successful because we are not you see everything we are doing is to show the world that we are very, very disciplined and we are going to be the best country in the whole wide world. If you listen to Dr. Ngozi Ogabezu last Saturday, you heard her saying that there will be no gunshots, no army. Why will you be doing your election and you bring out army? As in what? Is it a war ground? Is it a war? It doesn't call for any war. It doesn't call for any violence. If you know what you are doing, you understand?
Yes.
So if we can do both manual election voting in homeland doing self-referendum as well as electronic voting. Why can't we? But let me tell you, it's going to be more of online voting.
Yeah.
It's going to be more of that. So how can somebody come to your house and I'm just addressing what DJ, the fear of DJ there, that is scared of Nigeria coming to. How will they come to your door and knock and then bring you out because of what? All the eyes are watching, the satellites are there,
Yes.
everybody are watching. So it's a child of necessity, okay? No matter how they do it, it's still to our success.
Yes.
I don't know if you get me, Mazuchi.
Yes, because any movement from Nigeria that they coming outside
And
is in our favor.
exactly. So it is a must. It is a must that we do it. It's better it is a better way to show that we have control over our territories. More than that, what everybody is using it against our DPM. You don't need that now because that will that will
jeopardize the chance of having an international recognition. They will say that you're not a peaceful country. You are not following the due criteria. So that is the thing.
It means replicant of Nigeria.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it means. You see? So whichever way, that's what I'm trying to answer this our brother Deje. Whichever way Nigeria come on that day, whichever way, peaceful or violent, whichever way, is still to our favor. So it's a child of necessity. And I tell you what, they did not do it on self-referendum, and I bet you it's not gonna happen, because they too understand that the satellite is there. People are watching.
Now the global world is everywhere. Nigeria is trending.
Exactly.
And this is the best time to have this election. This is the best time.
Perfect time. And this Anambra, this older number, let me just use older number. This older number now is now setting the pace. You see, so there will be the first ever.
Yeah, as the first son of Biafra land.
And the history is going on out there. November making history for Biafra.
For the same November we make our declaration.
Exactly. So, my dear people, November will be a very memorable month in the history of USB. So, Mazichino, honestly, our people need this lecture. This lecture you are doing, and I thank you so much for taking it upon yourself to liberate your brothers and sisters, and to let them know what they're supposed to know, exactly what they're supposed to know, all their fears. You are bringing it out and let them know that there is nothing to fear about.
Nothing to fear about.
So, at all. They have been killing us. So we going in now, meaning that we have sacrificed those people, millions of people that have died already for nothing.
Exactly.
For nothing. So we must continue. No fear. We must continue, but always follow the instruction
from the government.
By the government. You can never be in danger if you follow back to back the instructions given by the government. So, Mazichino, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, follow me. We had our sister making a very important suggestion and submission. This is all we need to know. If Nigerian government is like film in their eyes, when even self-referendum hold in Lagos State, manual, present what? Self-referendum. When we say that those are in the government and Biafra government and the Biafran people are the most very intelligent people, if you can imagine the self-referendum that yield the result of over 50 million, then you may understand what I am saying and what we have to do. Yeah, we have a call from our brother. Good morning from here.
Yeah, good morning, Maji.
Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, good morning, Biafras all over the world.
Okay, you're welcome.
My name is Tiger.
Okay, Deji, you're welcome. You're welcome. We're happy to hear your voice once again.
Yes,
you're welcome.
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I can hear that my sister, or let me just say maybe my mother or my auntie, or I
Yeah.
only just know it's my own sha.
Yeah, it's your own,
I
yes.
can hear her. Yeah. I can hear her. She said maybe I'm scared, or maybe I'm afraid of the election that will be taking place in Biafra land. No, not that I'm afraid, not that I'm scared, or maybe I feel so panic about it. No, it's my joy for the election to take place. But it's only that at times, when you know the kind of person you have, then you know the kind of game you play with him.
Yes.
Nigeria government, they are evil. You yourself, you know, Mazi.
Yeah.
Anything Nigeria government cannot do on this planet, on this world, with bribing and corruption does not exist. Imagine traveling from here to Kenya to go and kidnap an innocent man and still they kept him in DSS dungeon, DSS detention, close to 5 years now. Okay, they tagged him terrorist and they say that IPOP is a terrorist as they claim, right?
Yes.
And they claim that bandits, Esme, Boko Haram also are terrorists as they claim, right? Okay, you can see now, they are now making peace deal with bandits, Esme, Boko Haram, that they are with full sophisticated weapons. And they are now, they kept the innocent man in detention. I don't know if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
The government, they are evil. Okay, let's just that apart. Let's talk about what happened in 2020 massacre in Lagos. This protest now that happened in 2020. NSAS, thank you, my father. NSAS, Lekki Toll Gate. Let's check exactly what happened. Till today, the drug lord, which people claim that is your president, claims that even a single bird did not die in Lagos. That all those things just the propaganda, or that all those things just the rumor, that nothing happened in Lagos. After they have already shut down all the CCTV, they shut down everything so that they could be able to carry out the deadly attack. And the man is claiming that nothing happened. Not that I'm scared, or maybe I'm afraid, or maybe no. After all, we can see I'm a graduate, but at least I'm a self-employer. I'm only working for myself to eat, and Nigeria is not feeding me. In which I'm regretting that as soon as I know, after I've already finished my secondary school, SS3, I'll just quit and I look for something else to be doing. So my sister and my brothers, all the Biafrans, this day, I'm not scared. I'm not afraid. Because you know all those things, they only believe, you know, all this that is happening is from British. So what they are doing now, they want to use our own son, our own brother, our own father to fight against us. Because I can see, I saw a video on YouTube yesterday. There's I don't know, maybe they say that it's a new commander. The man is with BS, white BS, and it's making he made the statement that that is giving them a week for them to come for them to come and surrender. That after 1 week, that is giving them 1 week to come and surrender. That after 1 week, if they did not come and surrender, that he is going to do the necessary thing, that anything that he sees, that Biafra they need to bear it. I'm just watching the man. The man is an Igbo guy. He's an Igbo man.
He's from his second now. I know him. He's this man.
Okay. So I wonder.
He's from Old Anambra. He's from Imo State. Second.
How many times did Biafra Liberation Army just comes out and say that no, we want to attack our village. We want to attack our people in our village. After all, they to make the statement. By the time that there was a tape that somebody played, he now said that it's only that the tape matches with exactly what happened. That he now thinking that after all, all Biafrans can have an answer. All Biafrans can have an answer. Oh, no, say no, can make this and Biafra need. Just like the way bandits, Boko Haram, Esmen are doing. 100% atrocity, 100% the destroy, and what Boko Haram bandits have destroyed in Nigeria. I don't know that the Biafra army, they did not even do 3%. After the Biafra army, they did not even destroy anything. They only focus on their enemy. You can see bandits. They don't even have enemy. What they only have is master, which is federal government. And they are making peace deal with them. So all those things, I can see that most of our brothers, they don't have brain. Or how many times did maybe Sokoto governor or Borno State governor, or any governor or any government in the north that maybe one day now they just stood up and said that maybe we want to create a vigilante group or a group of armed group that will be securing the state, or that will be going for that will be going to face the bandits or all those things. No, they are securing their people. They know what they are doing. No matter that they are destroying. Talk more of BLA. They don't destroy. All they only say, keep down Monday for our great leader, Mazen Amdekano, in which all the Biafrans, even in diaspora, even in homeland, we are aware. So they want to put that on Monday. All two things if they are. Is it that if I do go in Nigeria government sent to an errand so that they will not tag it on IPOP. But as an IPOP member, if you don't want for Maggin and Paddy, one leg moke, one leg wine. And Magona on Monday, I didn't mind apple. You know where the question knock airport. That's all we feel globe. So that's what Biafran soldiers are doing. They are not just come out on a day now so that they want to go and attack maybe where Muslim people are gathered in Southeast. That they want to go and destroy mosque, or they want to go and destroy believers. They want to go and unalive villagers. Tell me, how many times did Biafra army chased out people, villagers out of their village, the way they does in northern part? But still, their government back them up. But when we come to our own, Chukwuma Soludo, see him Peter Mba, my state, Enugu State, see Francis Umufu, Ebonyi State. No matter that this Abia State governor, I don't know, maybe he's only trying to play some game, but at least I can do what is showing. It tries to make people know that even if not 100%, that at all percent is giving it to Biafrans. So what I can only say about this, I support the election. So for Udogachi, how many houses are in Udogachi? No, it's Igbo. Ebubago. How many houses are in Ebubago? No, it's Igbo. I don't know if you understand the game now. They want to make sure they minus us.
No, you had you earlier last year / this year, you had Chetima telling you how they were going to equip the Igbo youth for them to buy themselves. That is what they happen. That's why they are using those inconsequential. You know, when I see people on social media like that man, when I see his video, I say, look at this one. When I was on ground, who is him? When I was on ground, who is that man from Iseke that is talking? Makonaji report up 1 night or feel on here mega arrive. Then the question is, Otu Ahawasiapota, how many of the people from the north may see to have a bandit oku? Everybody's address. That is where you will know that their mission na yawa Obasanjo kuru na yawa one of their old man who lead war against us kuru na obo na hama na Igbo love money. Now these people love money like this. They could have not spent 1 naira coming to fight. They could have given them money to fight themselves. How are they giving the
And
money
that is what is
today?
happening now.
When they called you, when I was on ground, they called me, promised me heaven and earth to join, to continue, or this and that. I said, no, this is not what I want. I want to live. I want to see Biafra. I want to be a free man. I want that in that country where I will be and respect human
You want your
life.
generation,
I want my
your
generation to be free.
generation,
To be free.
to live
So
a fine life.
a fine life. So despite that, how many is check in social media? Jovika, an Igbo man, aka narị nke si na ya bụ dibia enweghị akọla uche ya onye Igbo o mmadụ ole nọ na nọọtụ ka ị na-afụsi otu apụta na-agba ọnụ jata dị na kọndem ndị be ha. They are not. The only people that are talking this time around is those Benue areas, those areas that Fulani are taking over. Even out of earlier morning of yesterday, the Fulani take over a place.
You see that Benue? They are only reaping exactly what they sold.
I said this in my earlier program.
Biafrans.
Yeah. Everything that is happening to us now, but that thing that is happening to us from 1967 to these days, it is happening to them back. So let them have a taste of it. That is what
And
happening
it
to
will
them.
continue happening.
And it will continue until all of them said, "Oh, Biafran people, go." And let them. I want them to know we are no longer waiting for anybody to ask us to go. We have decided to. We are not Nigeria that was amalgamated, where a white man come, use chain, put on their neck, and say, you are one, you are Nigerian. We are no longer in that enclave of one man from the Lugard who amalgamated Nigeria. Do you know that I have such and such? Let me see how many countries come into existence with that word amalgamation. No country ever. It's only Nigeria that was amalgamated. Go and check how many countries answer one Nigeria. It's only Nigeria. But ndị is n'okwu Igbo na nke mụ dị iche bụ aja afa. Iwu ochie the movement of Nigeria, efu na nke ha dị iche na ya mere adịghị ji wee na-eme n'okwu Igbo. So nobody.
So as I was saying, he only need be Igbo now. Because he got a Benue state. Although I'm not talking of maybe any 5 states in Biafra. I'm talking of Benue State.
Yeah.
There is Igbo part in Benue State.
Yeah, and lower Benue.
Ghana about Benue.
Lower Benue, yes.
Likewise in Kogi.
Yeah.
Likewise in Kogi. Likewise in River State. So all those things, I mean, no, can have minors that in chat. And you know why the atheist? The atheist started is not 18. I forget it, but is it is 18th century? That was a Kumeku war.
Yeah.
A Kumeku war that we fought with British. All about that 18th between the Igbo. They found it difficult to defeat us. They now went back and go and retreat.
And the only way is to do the amalgamation. Is the only way they can suppress Igbos.
That is why they are doing all those. See Lagos, see what is up in Lagos now. Are you not telling me that all those buildings that they are destroying in Lagos, that they destroyed, that even as we is a full animal or house animal that owns it, are you not telling me that they will destroy it like that?
For where?
Because I can see those buildings. At least a building will nothing less than by the time that things have cost. Nothing will make a building not close to 200 million or more than complex. Not house, not maybe 3-bedroom flat or 4-bedroom flat. You are talking of complex.
Yeah.
Do you know what it takes to build a complex? And without even any notification, they don't even notify anybody. They just came suddenly, unaware, and they started destroying because they believe who will fight for you. Nobody. The only person that can fight for you people have already colluded with you people, and we kept him in detention, which is MMK, Martin American. So all this that is happening, I'm only pitying those people that say that maybe the video that I said that I saw. How many are they? It's like there is only that commander that is carrying AK at the back, in which it's not even confident to carry the AK for people to see it. I can only see maybe the bottom of the AK.
It's against the law of arm and the security apparatus for a local vigilante to have AK-47 is against the law.
So why are you now working the kind of work we are working, and you can't even be proud of your tools that you are using? I'm seeing them with pump. And now see these people, they want to waste. Before you see a Biafra man, before you see a Biafra man with 5 pop passion, you have already seen 100 will take AK-47s.
Yeah.
So what are you not telling? To show that there are different between vigilante and army. Vigilante, they are for maybe, I can't even say local government. Vigilante, they are for maybe a village.
There is to control village, secure village, even it's only happened in Nigeria. Listen, this issue of local vigilante is only happening in Nigeria. Tell me part of Africa where you heard about local vigilante. Have you?
Okay, so you want to now you want to compare vigilante with army. Vigilante, yes, popping is not 8 or 9 years.
Even under law, the so-called vigilante, they are not allowed to carry anything gun. They're supposed to have only stick on their hand. The law, yes, it's not for the yes, that is what there was, and or even cutlass or arrow. This is what there was meant, not to carry AK-47. But because of the Biafra movement, that is why you have local vigilante handling AK-47 in broad daylight. And nobody's talking about it. And he will be proud that he have arrived because of he had a gun. He should come and ask those who have first handled gun what they see and why they drop it. Don't mind them. All of them, they will sow. This in their sowing, they will repeat. You see that man who is bragging in Iseke, he will surely know that once you come against the spirit of Biafra, you are gone. He has already gone. But
I swear, Biafra people need to know one thing, that man that is bragging did not like any Biafrans. Because assuming someone that likes Biafra, you just stay one morning or one night, maybe with a cigarette. You just take, after all, these people, they are not saying maybe they want to destroy Igbo for nothing. And Biafra army, they are not saying maybe they want to destroy it. They don't even have anybody. All they are saying is that we want MMK, which is our son.
And we want a free nation. That is the offense.
And what a free nation. And after all, after they have already gotten this free nation, at least I'll be part of it. I'll be part of it, and things will be well with me and my generation. Okay, so I can be happy maybe if someone, maybe though I believe that all the media in Nigeria have been paid for them not to be showing anything that is happening. I would have said that maybe a TV station don't go to the man and say that if you know what is the purpose, or for him to find out the purpose of everything that is going on. Not that we just come out on the day and they shouting that they should come and surrender, or else you will kill them. Are you God? Before you kill them, what if they kill you?
It has arrived. That is it.
So, Mazi, that is what I can only say for that. For you to understand my point, that's not that I'm scared.
No, I understand you.
Is it not only election?
No, everything like the other way is that what you said is just to take normal measurements, normal way of handling the election. That nothing will
they are evil.
But they will Chugo Okabian will blind their eyes the way he blinded them when we conduct our self-referendum. That is how everything is happening. So nothing is happening. So, thank you so much for coming.
You people need to make it fast and talk to our brothers that Fulani people want to waste their life. Because I believe before those people will eliminate 5 soldiers, 50 of them will go down. Who are they?
There is no need talking about that, because when the time comes, he will not stand it. Despite the bribe, so when the time comes, we are not praying for that to come. That is why I have in the earlier stage on this platform.
They need to call him. They need to monitor him. Call him. Tell him the school that his children is going, the school that they are attending. Tell him his wife, and let him know his wife shops.
He
And
doesn't
kind of
want
business
it,
that is
my
right
brother. He doesn't want it. Allow him. Enwe ihe bụ na mmadụ ga-eji aka ya nwa ya onwe ọbụla. He may be a threatening mob. No. He may be a threatening mob ịkpọrọ
movement na anything. Okay, nothing that the other made threatening. May go and afford to bandits now. Program to name the whole federal government threatening that we must
Yes,
not touch our man.
we are not going to do like them. That's why I told you we are no
Okay,
longer
okay.
reasoning
No,
the
no,
way
no.
we are reasoning. We are reasoning on we are
Okay.
seeing, we are copying what America doing, my brother. That is all these people also
Okay.
see now our reasoning and our movements are not like the way it is before. Now we are sovereign state, sovereign nation. The world are watching to see everything that is playing out, to compare for what we are representing in different countries where we are. So don't worry about that man. That is just it.
No. So I only have one thing, just a small thing that I want to put.
Yeah.
I saw a video that VDM made about goods of importing goods from China down to Nigeria, and I now saw a guy that they call is it not Wagaji, just a guy. It's an Igbo guy. So he now called VDM. He called very that man out. That a very dark man, you need to take it easy. That you want to destroy Igbo business. That you know that Igbo only import goods from China down to Nigeria. That's why I now feel that so you people are only care about the business. You don't even care about the insecurity that is happening in the other land. All the unalive life that they have been taking places on a daily basis in the other land. Some people don't even care about it. All people are now saying that. Business. Some people don't even care about Mazen Amdekano, the detention. And you people don't know that the Mazen Amdekano that is causing security in the other land. If this one see my deed, he will say that it's because Mazen Amdekano is in detention. If this one see Okoro, he will say that it's because Mazen Amdekano is in detention. So why can't we, if you know that we truly love Igbo and truth, why can't we join hands and make sure that the excuses that everybody normally uses, that we brought the excuses out, so that anybody that committed any crime, you know that no, this one you only have the blood crime, not that he's doing it because of nothing American. So people are now complaining about business up and down, business. I don't know BGM contact. I would have tell him to even import all the China goods and make it one naira. You know, they said it that the Nigerian government said that they regretted that as well they know that Igbos love money like this, that they will not be able to use their own military for the first place, that they will only pay them money so that they will be killing themselves.
Exactly.
So they're not talking of VGM now. Business, VGM import goods, VGM will do this, and they don't even make any statement about the kind of things, all the celebrities, all the billionaires in Igbo land. Okay, so they are not getting what is done because of VGM. VGM never do anything, no. Igbo import and come, until Biafra come.
The issue, my brother, there is things I do say, there things I don't look at it. The Obama can have made it to understand clear that the Igbo people they love business more than their life. Some of them. So that is what, and that is what they care for. You can see them attacking the VDM or DPM. I don't even give a damn about that guy because what he's doing is none of my business. I focus on things that matters, things that educate my people. Whatever they go on and do it. Because what we are doing is different from what the VDM is doing. We are liberating our people to understand what so our people, the only thing they care for, this thing is not only the politicians are holding Mazen and the Kano, it's also the businessmen.
People that are holding him are from Igbo are Igbo.
The businessmen from Igbo land are the one keeping Mazen and the Kano also. They join hands with the politics.
So,
they only care for their business.
They
Don't care about business.
That is in your own eyes and be removing another person's own. So now,
Thank you so much, Mazi.
God bless you.
Thank
God keep
you,
on doing
Deji.
your good work. Just they enlighten us. The people that they are not understand, make them to understand that this struggle is real.
Thank
After
you
all,
so much.
the time that they will not even have internet, they will not be able to eliminate all of us. Talk more of now that we are in a civilization world. That internet everywhere we already civilized.
Yes, sir.
They can only get zero results from our land. That is my prayer. Biafra must come. He say,
thank you, my brother. Deji. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, my
Yeah.
people, you can have our brother. Let's allow him to say do it is in his mind. That is one thing we do about this platform. And we continue from where we stop. I want you to know that our own mission is different from every other ethnic mission or every other group mission or every human being. We have only one mission: to move away from Nigeria. That is our mission. Nothing more than that. Wanda, good morning from here. Wanda Ngozi, good morning.
Morning, hold on, can long change the watching.
Udodi.
Good morning.
Good morning, Wanda.
Chino.
Good morning, Wanda. Ngozi, you're welcome.
Mama.
I hear your voice. Thank you so much. S handle. Thank you so much for all you are doing for Biafran people. So standing strong at this time. Thank you so much. Honestly, I really thank you. You are everywhere. You are everywhere.
Oh, for my generation, Nonna, for my generation.
Na so.
Ụtụtụ ọma ụmụ Biafra nọ na comment section. Ụtụtụ ọma nọ ndị eziokwu ọya abara unu niile. Jisi n'ike biko unu. Ihe m ga-agwadebe unu ụmụ nwanne m bụ na-eshare this video, na-eshare ya and like and subscribe ka ọ na-aga viral. And nna m ka ị na-ese ndị m na-eshare ifu a na-akpọzi nsọ m ndị ma na-eshare na-akpọzi m n'afọ na-asị m Ngozi Chukwuka onye ka na-asị ọkwefọ. So ọ na-adị mma and ekene dịrị gị nna m, ekene dịrị Chukwuka bịa ma mụtagị n'ihu ọrụ a ọ ga-nshọt ịnwetara ngozi bụ arụ gị because ihe ọ na-emepe anya ya included mụnwa ọkwa nyanwa ka m nwa ọchịchakwa ekumeko iwolofu ekumeko ndị nna nna anyị esede anwa ehelikem ha eziokwu niile ha agbanika eziokwu ihe a ka ihe ka nna watch all the time and mbịa na-asị ndị mmadụ na-abịa na-asị ndị nna nna ha Holy Ghost fire ya fire ndị nna nna ha ya mee ndị nna nna ha ife ama ihe ndị nna nna ha zọrọ ha ekumeku wọ bụ na onwe ihe ndị nna nna anyị ji but ndị British here
could not penetrate.
Yes. Otogo ndị atụba anyị ndị nna anyị wee kwechiri maka ihe bụ how many good years I'm that ekumeko war in short anyị Igbo because ha bịa na-ekewe buteze divide and rule kewecha onye ọbụla ifu ndị na-asị na we are only 5 states na-asị ya na only 5 states in research ịnụkọ for ekumeko war na ọ bụ ndị Yoruba anụ ya ka ndị Hausa anụ ya ọkwọ ndị Igbo ha ji gazie pụtazie bụkọ na ha pụ na ha jikọ ọnụ were zuo ha mmiri apụtazie akpazie nkata asị mba na ya hapụ ndị a ha nọkọta ọnụ hotel na ndị a ya wipe the whole nation ya ka ha ji wee divide and rule anyị ịpụtazia na anya ọma that time ịma na nzọgwụ bụ onye ebe ụmụ Biafra, nzọgwụ bụ onye Yoruba, nzọgwụ ọ bụ onye Hausa. Amụ ya na Kaduna, nne na nna ya nọ na Kaduna, abụọ ya de otu nsuwe ụmụ m n'obodo oyibo, o nwenye nwa ya na-aza Dublin. Yes, o nwenye nwa ya na-aza Dublin, akpọbazi onye nwa Dublin ụta ka asị kpọba Chukwuma Nzọgwụ Kaduna Nzọgwụ. Dọta ọ bụ onye Hausa ka ọ bụ, onye Igbo ka ọ bụ, oruzi oke Kaduna Chukwuma Nzọgwụ ọbafa Hausa afọ Igbo. Asịzịa mba na ndị a na-amakwa ka a nọ divide and rule, divide anyị dịka ndị na-divide anụ, but ekere m Chukwu Okike abịa ma n'isi our prezidenti Nnamdi Okwu Kanu bụ na ọ wepụta obi ya wee kpọkọta ụmụ nwanne ya ọnụ si mba na anyị ga-anọ n'ugwu. Nna m, ana m ekele ya mmasị m ụtụtụ ọma ebe ọ bụ n'ịnọ only president of USB. Nna m o, ma akwe na ha kwuru anyị ekwetanara ihe, ana m asị na ịma anwụ ị ga-adị ndụ.
Ọ ga-adị ka echi na-echi adịrị agwụ agwụ.
Echi na-echi na-agwụ agwụ. Mkpụrụ nke kụrụ na Biafra ị ga-eri ya, nna m, ị ga-eri ya. Ana m ejikwa ohere a na-ekene ụtụtụ ọma PN Samon Banjoko. Nna m ụtụtụ ọma. Nna m, ị ga-adị ndụ, ị ga-adị ka echi na-echi anaghị agwụ agwụ. Anyị bụ ụmụ Biafra, ma ihe unu mere anyị bụ ụmụ Biafra. Ana m asị ndị nna m, isike n'afọ nwa obere ọkwa pil anyị ewinigo ha. Ana m ekene Ada afọ na-azụ nwa, aka na-azụ nwa.
Nwata kpakara ibi ya na nkụ, asị na bara mgba aja afọ ihe na-eti ya, nwata kpakara ibi ya na nkụ.
Nna m, nne bụ na ụmụ nwọfọ ọ na-ehi ụra ka Ngozi Ọrabeze bụ.
Yes,
ọ na-ehi ụra. Nne m, ekene m gị otu ndị kabinet gị, ọ ya dị na mma. Mgbe ndị jikwara na-ekene ma peace of the God, asị nwanne mmadụ nwanne dị na mba.
Yes,
jisi ike. Ọkụwa gụnyanụ n'aka mara gburu. Ọ ndị na-ana na kpọtọ n'ozute n'ọrụ a kụnụ rụọ ya ka anyị naba, beko na ndị nwụ n'ahịa obi ihe anabeghị na ndokwa. Ndị nwụ n'ahịa adị na ndị na-anwụ na obi ihe ha ka nọ n'ụwa na-akpa alele eresibeghị biko na ihe ya ebeghị, ma ndị nwụ n'ahịa akwabeghị. Ịma na ndị otu a bụ erika na-akpọrọ ha anaghị mecheta biko na ha bụzi ndị etufu. Anyị etufugo ha na bil beto nọkatakwa anyị atụnye afọ ha de ọhaneze ndị Igbo ntị abụ anụ ọhịa ka ha bụ ọkụkọ ọhaneze etozedi ya, ma ndị nwa anwụ ọhaneze ma ndị dị ndụ. Chukwu Okike abịa ma ga-egbusisi ha niile. Ụmụ ha amafụ, ụmụ ha ole si na ndị na-ekwenye hụrụ ha ka afụfọma, be na ndị kwenyere ihe ha mafụ na ihe ọma na generation ha, ihe ọma na na-akpọ ya ihu. Mekwa na ndị ọhaneze sọpozu ha mere ihe ezi ha ji wee bụ ọhaneze na ebe nna ha sọpozu ịkwa ndị nwụrụ ahịa. Beto ụjọ na-atụ ha, ndị kpọrọ onwe ha ụmụ nwoke, beta bụ ụmụ nwoke ahụ ibi na ụmụ nọ n'ọnwụ n'ahịa. Nwoke nso wee rekọnaizi ya mana eche ka ọ dị taa akwụbụ njem anyị ekwetiri na
enwe ihe ị ga-ama enwe ihe ga-ama na ha nwa ya ga-akwanwu ndị nwụrụ n'agha because na ha adịghị represent ndị nwụrụ n'agha. Ọ mụ na gị na-abụ na-represent ndị nwụrụ n'agha ga-akpa ndị nwụrụ n'agha, ọ bụ maka ha buru ya n'obi. Or after we are fully in our land, then we fix a date for burial, for benefiting burial for all the hero and heroines that passed away in Biafra land. Ọ mụ na gị na-abụ lụrụ ọgụ nwere onwe, ihe na ha lụrụ ọgụ nwere onwe. Ọ mụ na gị na-abụ ga-ahụ na ndị Baịbụl si n'okwu Igbo na ọ na-eme ọ dị ka ọ dị kpọ, ọ dị ka ọ dị azụ. Ndị niile a enweghị ndị lụrụ ọgụ nwere onwe n'ime their generation. That is why ojibu na onwe ha dị about ndị nwụrụ anwụ. Gbogodi m ihe ọha na eze dị about iko nsọ. Ọ nwere ka ọha na eze ndị soro ogbu iko nsọ ga-esi ga-eji nye benefiting burial. Ọ dị possible? It's not possible. That is why they cannot do anything about them until you and I come back to do it. Move, go on, my sister.
So, Biafra, this is the time of the chair of necessity. It's true. Because of course from car, this is a law. About you know, boye de yani. Obo Biafra de yani. Ndi de yani bo Caucasians. Ndi no ogu. Mgbe gbogbo and we everything tinye. And the advocacy for the favor of us also, and favor of all those people who na
yes, sir.
I'm not going for now. And in case you not go yesterday, I'm not going for now, and then I demand Kowana Sina na USB, no one says akwụkwọ, because now opposite akwụkwọ ka get you in aga. Na aga na adikwe for gini. Even on the word theory, on the word aura, and the theory. Therefore, Ninago, Nkai no kita now, I know, I need full grand kaino now.
Practical.
Gini,
Practical.
Kaino now. I know that theory. Gana theory, practical, Gana practical. Nkai no go practical. Without practical, one name, because I get away with the bed. Without practical, that's why our DPM put up or see that we are going home to occupy our land. And some people are using it as a joke. They say, people are going home. The others are going in December. We shall see. We shall see that flag that we take them. He said, you have booked flights. I said, where those people are coming from? You can't research. You can't even obey those people that are researching and putting it to the way you understand it. You are just talking rubbish about that. You are just confusion to your head. How can we take this Biafra? Okay, so we say, I need my country. Okay. They told you now that what man now telling you how to you that you love that your country, how to you that see what you will do to occupy your own country. And now you are telling the white man that you don't know what you are saying. That do you know that those people that were sharing border, they are more than me, or they are stronger than me, but he's telling you how to go and occupy. My people, this is opportunity, and we are not going to lose it because of this minority.
Never.
I disagree. Never. We are going home, and this Anambra election, still don't have no, because our DPM have sent message to him that we are coming and we are taking our land. You need to pack your load and go. And how it's supposed to be. And this is not the time of gun and bullets. According to international law.
Yes.
And international law. This is a peaceful voting. And home and abroad, we are going to vote. Anambra, we are going to chase them out because it's our land. And another thing is that our people don't be afraid. don't be afraid, because this voting, unless you don't have gadget,
phone.
Phone.
And
Unless you don't have phone. Yeah, unless you don't have and what and
internet. Data.
Internet. Data that will set that's why you will see the borrow this thing have a safety. But this one is for what? Is for our own good. And we are going to international. And this is international. I love how our PM, Simon, did it. Because they create email, Gmail, everybody. You people see how everything goes. You see our people helping their people, back home to do voting. It's how this one is going to be. Don't be afraid. One them una tụle bụ na ya anana hapụ datụ mmanụ nke a naracharị ọnụ nke native gịnị ka ọ bụ n'iseke ọkụpụ this time nwata ya na-akụziri because that stupid man and foolish man ndị nwe sịsọ ya bụ onye ka ọ bụ ndị nwe seke na-votu next month November a ga-abịa were anị ha ofu onye ka ọ bụ ebe o jiri agwọta ọgwụ iya ọgwụkanaghị ndị gwọ bifọ gịnị ka a mere na nke a bụ ofe nkụpụ onye chi mmadụ samaland onye na-echọghị mmanị onye a just pack your bag and go out of Biafra land totally pack your load and go after we finish fighting. If you like to come back, you come back. If you don't like, belong where you are. None of my business. But this one, I'm fighting for myself and for my children and for my grandchildren and for my generation to come because I know how freedom is sweet. Freedom na total one name. Make you go, If you go need you go, freedom na total. Enough for the Naga, why I got challenging on the way. Enough for the Naga, why I got all that party. Enough for the Naga midnight. And why I got saying, come and stop there. Or Mama Gora, or Kuba here, or just to rape you. No. Now go 5 o'clock, nobody they rape him on the way. Nobody has him come and stop there. Bring out that your phone. Nobody. He will see police. Parading is how we want our land to be. That's why I will take this decision that enough is enough. I know what we have in our job. One name, another number. This is and this. For this election now, then now on Ambras, all the Caucasians. Ọ dị ndị ọcha ka akụzi ndị ọcha mana igbo ndị ọcha ndị nne nọ n'ụlọ ndị nna nọ n'ụlọ ntị ha yọrọ oye ha na-afụ ife ụmụ unu na-eme ndị nke a ka a ga-eji wee recognize bụ ndị ga-recognize yes na ndị a na the way gọọmenti si eme not the way ha si wee chọọ ya and not the way international law si wee equip anya and ha na-eso ya n'usoro ụmụnne m ka anyị gbakọta ka anyị kwa nwa mmiri ọgwụ ụfụfọ and another thing before when them white chino ekele m gị nke na anụ gị na fundraising although achọkwa m ikwu before you know it ure them but anụ m olu gị na fundraising and I still thank and our DPS because if nwanyị o wetara iro na-ede ya n'akwụkwọ na-ajọt everything na-ekwu ọ na-ede ya ọ na-ekwenisi we have a leader.
Yes.
Anyị nwere leader.
Anyị nwere onye ndu anyị enwe ndị ọchịchị anyị nwere
ndị ọchịchị and ekelekwe m about our Christopher Honorable Christopher
yes.
Ana m achọ na space ka na-ekwu ya mgbọta ya bata na space ka sị biko nna ebe ka amụ gị land. See the way Honorable Christopher apologized to a man na-ekwu about ID card ya ID ya na Germany na-ekwu ihe agwa ya owesi ya okwuchie nọsi ya oh I'm sorry it's not what
It's misinformation.
come on.
It's missing
Misinformation.
It's your ID card. You have to have the right.
I'm sorry I'm okwu nna isi agba m kemsiri isisi gọọmenti ụmụ Biafra ọkwụrụ nke esi aga ụnụ gasị m na ihe a ha na-eme kịta na ha na-emete ya anyị ihe ga-agwa ụnụ bụ na anyị anaghịgo ụlọ. Ana m ekele all the medians eji m were na-ekele onye ọbụla independent medias were na-ekele nwanne m bụ the Greg onye a nọ n'obodo anyị bụ space na-adị on ha budekwenye ọbịa ọzọ ha budekwenye ọbịa ọzọ ha budekwenye ọbịa ọzọ
is doing well. Ana m
adịmere ya na-ekele nwanne m nwoke na-asị nna m mgbe na-agbọ ekwekwena ka ekwensu baa gị n'ime n'afa gị ejigo gold wee dee afa gị na Biafra land. Ụmụ nwanne m ana m ejikwa ya na-ekele asị na asịa nwaada ada ka adada na-elu ụkwụ ehi Igbo nne m olu gị na-aga n'ụwa niile. Ụmụada nọ n'ọgbụ a ọ ya ka anyị ji wee kwechirikwerisi ike ezigbo nwanne ọ ga-adịrị ndị na-ezinụlọ gị mma. Ụmụada niile bịa na njem a ọ ga-adịrị unu niile na mma. Ana m ejikwa ya na-ekele nwanne m ọzọ bụ Humble Lion nna m ebe na-ewepụta ya platform onye ọbụla anyị na-abịa a na-anụ n'anyị asị m ihe dịka ndị akụkọ na nna m jisi n'ike nwanne nwoke dịrị ịma na ha kpapagide bụ our brother nchia nsi mba no old this thing no old
Biafra is my home. Yes, all old name. Come on, I come na Zoom. I am going to change it. So after the meeting, I need to change it here in Biafra TV. Yes.
Because nna fụkwa gị na Twitter ọkwa Biafra is my home. Ị na-eche abịa
mba na echenjigo m ya ihe na-ejizi abịa kemgbe over 2 weeks na-abụrụ Biafra TV. Ịma agụ mgbe nchenjere etikọtara m everywhere bụ my media. So now I'm changing it more and more. Yes. So that is it.
Okay, ọ dị mma. So nna fụ gị nọ ị na-abata nọ na-ege nna-asị nwanne m ọ batakwa because na ndị na-ege bụ ibu
ana m n'ọrụ nna ha n'ọrụ na-egere ege na anye m chance ikwu okwu mana adị m free na-egere ege.
Yes.
Because ebe ọ bụ na anyị nọ we must support our own.
Yes. For sure all the Anambra kwenu.
Yey ebe aka isi.
Anambra kwenu.
Yo.
All Anambra kwenu.
Yo.
All Anambra kwenu.
Yo. Oh, now we there here. Now we there here. We know they surrender. We no go carry that.
Our police, our air forces dinner and Biafra. And my son no. Otu na no sekere no. Airborne.
Yes, airborne.
We move.
We move. Thank you so much, Mother. Thank you so much. We must continue. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my fellow Biafrans, we are here. And you can understand the importance of why we are here. I see my senior comrades, Biafra Exodus TV, Onyezioku. This is the bigger platform we had. If you never go there, please try and be there. When you did not see us online, there is many that are there. Check out for Mas Humble Lion, Alaba, Nankiba Zoa. Check out for Biafra Exodus, Odnia. Check out for that Simon. She is there. Check out for Ezekuna son. Is there. Check out Rose. Go to S. They are there. Download S on your phone so you won't be lacking information. They are all there. There's Yoku. Those who bring themselves out willingly to support the movement of their own, not for the people. I am here to support my own freedom. That's why I'm here. Yes, Biafra also is one love. You can see the love. You know what it means for somebody to give you love online. You know what it means. If you know, you know. I thank you so much for all you do. It's a matter of time. You now allow us to always roll the way we're normally rolling because of over 2 months now. I have changing of time in my job, so things is affecting me also. Sometimes I may feel like, nah, what am I going to do? That I'm not giving my, I'm not doing my support is not enough. But it's so that people must seize my heart. I know that this one I don't have right now. I just came back from night shift. What I did is to remove uniform, prepare myself, and I'm sitting here. If I only have had a siesta of only 1 hour, but then if I serve my people, I am okay. I am perfectly okay. You can let us go back to where we are on our program, on the document that we are playing out. I see you, Agonaya. Good morning from here. Thank you so much. So, my people, what we are doing is our rights. I want to ask you why are you not liking, why are you not sharing the program? And there's one that YouTube are normally doing. If you are live like this, as I'm live right now, they are hiding the viewers. Immediately I end this program, go back and check. You will see over 1,000. I will be on live. I will be seeing 19 people. I will see 18 people. Immediately I end up the program and go back to the full platform, I will see over one. Go and check. Even the program of yesterday has crossed over 1K 600 plus. When I'm alive, when I told you yesterday, I was seeing only 40 people. Do you know what happened? When I check, I see 1,225 viewers. So, my people, we must continue what we are doing. That is why I don't look at the like. What I am looking at those who are listening. Is it what I'm doing? Is it imparting anything into you? Because our brother said us, if I borrow his word, there is two words I always borrow from him. And when I borrow, I will say, my brother, please, I want to borrow your word because also now all the enemies are heading to Red Sea. Nante nani ade haka drum. Here our brother. I see you this month. You are welcome. I also see you, Okafor, Greg Okafor. I see you. You are welcome. Please remember this platform. We have a code of our protests. Kushi will be inside your room. Nobody know what you are doing. Just look at what Ogonaya said. Hashtag Nigeria and Britain government. Free the president of United States of Biafra. Of Biafra government, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, political prisoner of conscience in DSS custody, suffering. This is our code. Remember. Also, the same code on hashtag Finland/Nigeria. Free the Prime Minister of United States of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ebanjoko, who is a prisoner of conscience in Finland. You must do this hashtag. It's going now. The world are saying they want to use hashtag and buy them. Continuously doing it. It is going viral. When you come, please try to like. If it's your first time coming, if you see me in between wall, then you will see a 3 dot. The one pointing my hand. There is a 3 dot on your phone. Click on that 3 dot. It will open. You will see like and share. You do that, also subscribe. You subscribe to know when we are live. Please endeavor to do it, because once you like the program, another person gets notification that we are live. Once you share, another person gets notification that we are. That is why all these things are very important to send this message away. What we are doing today is about the upcoming election. About the upcoming election. The importance of the election. And what the world will see from the election that is coming up. But we are bringing you from a human rights article of the document. For you to know that is your right. For you to also prove that the government has the mandate of their people this time around.
Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new, self-declared country in gaining international recognition, although it is usually not the sole determining factor. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Demonstrates effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for statehood, as generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, is having an effective government. A genuine, transparent, and fair election is a powerful way to demonstrate that. The new
A genuine, transparent, and fair election. We want to teach Nigeria, we want to teach the world how to have fair election, a genuine election, a transparent election. Why are we doing this? Is to demonstrate the effective of our government and their legitimacy, that the Biafran people, that the over 50 million vote, despite the shenanigans going on social media, that the people have the mandate, that the people that want Biafra is bigger than those who are making mockery of themselves in social media, and those who support them. This is part of it. It's also to prove that the effective government that's under International Video Month Convention of 1933, that the people, the permanent population and the effective government that are ready to capacity to enter into relationship, sign treaties, sign contracts with other countries to become a member of the UN if we want to. It's not under must, but if we want to, as the Biafran people.
Has a functioning government structure. The government has the will of the people as its basis, which is a key principle in modern international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Do you hear it? The government has the will of the people. That is the basic of the election. To prove to the so-called Nigeria that the Biafran people give the government, give Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, the cabinet members of Minister of Biafra, the mandate, the basic power to determine to rule them. The government has the will of the people as its basic. The will of the people is also proven despite having the referendum vote to go and declare. That one is on his own. Now is a time to prove to the world we want to have our own gubernatorial election, those that are going to govern the 40 states, that which election will start from the first son of the Biafra, happen to be Old Anambra, Ikemba, Odimegu, and the Omambala. This election is to prove to the world how prepared we are, that we have prepared ourselves more than the way we are before, and we know what we want. That is why the election, it is very, very imperative. It is very, very important. The election is very, very sacrosanct to prove to the world that we are ready to go, that we are good to go. When they ask you, are you good to go? You say, yes, we are good to go as a new country. Are you good to go? Yes, that is my slogan when I was in Nigeria, in Nigeria Paramilitary and Military. After telling my boys, we're about to take action, I'll ask them, are we good to go? I said, yes, Commander, we are good to go. That is what it is. Are you good to go? Yes, we are good to go. We are good to go, my people. The new entity has a functioning government structure. Do you see why the election is important? To prove that the newly entity, which is United States of Biafra, that we have a government structure as a new country, not as fallback, not as bridge, not as CRC, not as Adandocho, not as Faceless Unite, not as five-man tribalic man who wants 5 countries. For what? Who? Mazen Nandekano. For the first time he was arrested, they offered him first 5 states. He said, hell no. Since 5 years now he was in dungeon. Do you know how many times they offered him 5 states? He said no to that. And look at it. Somebody, I don't know how. Onye mere ndị be anyị ihe a. Ọ bụ ndị Britain nwanyere ndị be anyị. Enwe ndị bụ n'ụwa na ọgbụgara ha nwụọ. Anybody who follows Faceless Unite amanyere ọgbụ n'olu. Ụrụ ya ka nwa ewu abụ na-eje afịọ ire ere. Ị na-eso ụwa onye ịnị makwa onye a ga-enyefe okwu n'aka bụ onye afụrụ anya. okwu anyị na-ekwu na mgbe a na-ekwu ya, where are you, this is where I am, what do you look like, this is what I look like, where is your eyes are fear. Ọ bụrụ onye nwere anya dịka ihe akpụrụ akpụ nwere anya mara ọ dị ya gị ije. Ihe akpụrụ akpụ eji kọmputa eme na-ekwu okwu, ọ ya ka ị na-eso kọmputa man a computerize nye ya voice ọ na-ekwu okwu. That's who you are following, who cannot come out to defend and protect you. Ị na-agafe n'ụzọ right now mistakenly, a mara Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, from the picture you are seeing you will know him. Na-agafe near where you are. If you come close to me, you say, oh, this is Biafra TV. Who can you identify this, the Faceless Unite? Oh, ifere wogi. Ine so onye mara onye ifra onye mara ihe ọ dị ka ya. Onye ga na-asị ya ngwa na kwa onye ị na-eso ya ma mmadụ ka onye isi right na ngwa kpọta ya ka enye ya power anụnwa. Ịkpọta nne gị ka ọ nna gị, nwa okoko. Nne gị na ịdị afọ ụzọ mana ị nwere anya. Mme gị na ị nwere ntị mana ịdị anụ ihe. Mme gị na ị nwere brain mana ọ dị arụ ọrụ. Ntọọ. The government has the will of the people as its basic, which is a key principle in the modern international law. The government have the basics by the people, giving them the power to conduct election and put governors in the offices to control the Biafran 40 states. They said what? That this is which is the key principle in the modern day international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It uses that it's right, our right, is our inalienable right to vote, to choose those that are going to govern us. Remember, when the Vice President of America went in a meeting or a conference with what is happening in Russia and Ukraine, he told Ukraine people that it's their inalienable right to choose their alliance, to form those who are going to govern them, to choose those that are going to be their friend, not like a Nigeria that was amalgamated and they told you are Nigeria, what being Nigeria. Here at one Nigeria, they did not consult you, but in Biafra case, you have been consulting by what I'm doing here. So you will know to vote or not to vote, but you must vote. Open you vote to Alamabuogi. Open you vote to a line of Jibril or not. Time here really. Because remember, all these things are documented. Remember that the self-referendum vote was documented. Even you who is fighting against the government, remember that the self-referendum vote, that my oath is with me. And then I get here where these are criteria to prove who you are when we're following in our land. When you start looking for a job and contracts. When the government start giving something to the people of Biafra, they will ask you to bring a referendum vote, we will see it. Oh, bank, money, first class, second class, and third class. Go and check what's happening in Korea. They have it there. Go and check. We are what told you that we are going to implement that in Biafra movement. Please, as you come, please, like if you never like the program, please like and share the program, because that is only way other people will know that we are live. Share it on your YouTube page. Share it on your timeline. So this message will be synced. So people will know. Also, you can also support us with super chat, because we want to do this platform. We are looking for only one thing that to remain: laptop. And for me, I have a choice. That is why it's wasting my time. I want Apple laptop, so I know that I already have the laptop. Not tomorrow, I will be looking for another laptop again. If you can buy and send to me, contact me. I will give you my contact. If you want my contact, you can write the comment section, I will give you. Even if you means you just getting it where I have the document of the country where I am living. I am living legal. So I can give you any country where you are, any HDC they are entering our country, so you can use it to waive it for me. Once you do it, I am not asking money for internet. I am not asking for food. I'm not asking for clothes. I'm not asking for anything. Just for this gadget, Apple laptop. Please help me to do so. You can support me through super chat. You can see my super chat on the YouTube page. If you look down, you will see it. Then give us anything in your widow's mind. And also, I thank those who have been supporting. Please, your support is there. It's not that you never got into how much they are selling the Apple laptop in this country where I am or any other country. You know how much it is. So please, that is why it's still wasting time. But endure with me. Once the one is being completed, we will have it. Why do we need to have it? So like these documents, we put it, you also follow to read. Then you can also be on the stream. And after reading any paragraph, you make your own submission. That is how we can educate ourselves. That is why we are asking for your support, anyhow you can. Thank you, we move.
The government is likely to be stable, accountable, and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligations.
Do you hear it? These things that follows election. The government is likely to be stable by conducting the election, acknowledging and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligation. What is international obligation? Peaceful movement. John, respect yourself. I ask you to respect yourself. If you are here, be here to listen. Nobody uses Biafra to make money. Nobody. And in your life, somebody has dashed you money or somebody has supported you in whatever you are doing, even in the burial or any other way. Do you have burial to make money? Do you marry a wife to make money? Do you bunch them to make money? There are things when you're on your own, you cannot do it on your own. You ask for help. It's not an abomination. Nobody. I'm not among those who use Biafra to make money. I want my freedom. I want to go back to Biafra land where I belong. I know who I am. I know my talent. I know things I left over there that needed my attention. I respect you. Respect yourself. With this international law, you understand what we are doing. Why we have to conduct election on November. Why you as a Biafran who live in old Anambra, who on the new state that called Ikemba or the Megu and the Omambra, why you must do that? Is to prove that the government is stable. Because the government is maintaining order and fulfilling international obligation. The criteria of international law is also what we as the Biafran people must join hand to present right now, give our government to present by you coming to vote. Have your phone. Now we are going to teach Nigeria how to do online, how to conduct election with internet. Not that do and die. That day, we told you, you are not going to see any army of Biafran people on the street or any police, like every other civilized country are doing. That's what we are bringing to you.
2. Bolsters democratic credentials. Many existing states, particularly Western democracies, often place importance on democratic processes. Holding an election can align the new country with international norms of democratic governance, making it politically easier for established democracies to grant recognition.
Are you hearing it? Do you see that the election is important? I'm asking you in the comment section. Now, can you see that the election is important? Blockbuster, demonstrating many existing states, particularly Western democracy, often plays important on democracy process. Holding an election can allege or again the new country within international norms of democracy. Governance, making it political easy for establish a democracy to grant what? Recognition. That is why on my comments, how the election can help us to get international recognition. When the international recognition are telling us what to do and we obey and we observe their commands, why are they not going to get international recognition? They will now give us international recognition because we obey the law, we obey the norms, we obey the do's and don'ts of the international community. What they ask us to do. The election also established us to grant what? International recognition. If you want us to chase Nigeria away without gun and bullet, without internal conflict, come and vote. Now it's time for you to vote. So if you say that we do what we are doing, we don't like it. Now that we are calling you, who is not even believing what we are doing, now that we are calling to vote, let us see. Why? What is stopping you? You want Biafra, but the way they are doing it, I don't like it. Now the way, which way again? Now they call for come and vote. What is holding you? And we are making it openly to you that you must come and vote. Come and vote. What is holding you? Whether you believe in Biafra, whether you will be, whether it's under the government, and your vote must be keeping must keep as a document that you will use when. Remember that those in homeland, they will come and take ID card when Biafra is fully restored. You will come. That is when your ID card will be ready as a Biafran. Then when you will bring your self-referendum vote now, you will bring your election vote, or you don't know. This one is when you vote, you will keep every evidence with you. When you do self-referendum, you do not keep your evidence. You have your evidence. That is also, this vote is going to be also. That is why it's important for you, as an Igbo man, as a Biafran man, whether you believe or you don't believe, because a man if a game is or is like Biafra, but if a game is, but if game in the next 1 hour, or in the next 5 seconds, or born in me here game, yeah, when I Biafra, more born him at the Igbo fool. Chair one Britain Camarena Hanolu, or can they go and know? You know, make your forefather proud. Because the only way you make your forefather proud is to remove that chain. And once you remove that chain, then you understand that Biafra Bella. Mokoko. Signing a treaty and joining the international organization is see what the election can do for us. Showing capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representing within the authority to engage international recognition. Once we vote, come and vote, is what we are calling you. Not come and do protests. Come and vote to prove to the international community that there is a government. Your hatred, your envy will not allow you. Oh, because I'm not the one in charge, will not allow you. But that is not the case. The case is that you must vote for your own, for you to be alive. That is the meaning of that vote also to you. The vote also means that you have to vote for you to be alive. So, I want you to understand the importance of the voting. Today will be the part 1. Tomorrow, we will continue with the part 2 of the article, because there is many to read. So you may know everything perfectly. Come and vote, come and vote, come and vote. Is what we are asking you right now.
3. Shows capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative with the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, and join international organizations, which is another criterion for statehood.
Do you hear it? Number 3. Showing capacity to enter into relationships. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative within the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, a new country government, not to bridge, not to fall back, not CRC, not IPOB, a new country that has emerged, a new country that was voluntarily by the people given their mandate to go and make a declaration that happened on November 29, 2024. Now, this new nation, the people that give this mandate, now the government asks them, come and vote to prove that you want governor. That is what we are going to do. And also by doing that, you are giving the government the power. You are giving them to prove that they are legitimate representing you. then with authority to engage in the international relations, sign treaties, and join international organization, which is another criteria for the stakehold to be a new country. Thank you, Deje. I hope you are following. Please, if you never like this program, please like and share. Please like and share the program. This is very important if you do so. The election on Biafra land is not going to be with gun and bullet. It's not going to be no army, no police. Just go and vote. Showing capacity to enter elections, an elected government is seen as the legitimate representative within the authority to engage in international recognition, sign treaty, and join international organization, which is authority created for the stakehold under Montevideo Convention. What is holding you? Come and vote. Okay, Zike, for a very long time, where have you been? You're welcome. John Timothy said, John, take it personal. I also want this country called Nigeria to divide for the peace of my people, but it can only happen by negotiation. If you are following us, you may not understand that now that we have a government, are you still hearing woto from Biafra land? We have entered into negotiation. Who are we going to negotiate first from? John, we are not going to negotiate from Nigeria because Nigeria is not going to accept. We are going to get it from the international global community first. A country, Simon, that was arrested, was calling Finland to be a mediator, to come and negotiate with Nigeria, while Biafran people want their exit. Now, we are no longer looking for the Biafra with gun and bullet. We are now going into what is called diplomatic, political, negotiation, reconciliation. This is what the government is doing. That is why we have a government right now. Without declaration, you will not meet all these criteria. But now that Biafra has officially been declared on November 29, 2024, look at what happened now. We are calling for vote on November to prove that we don't want Nigeria. How can you do it? It's through voting. It's another means of doing it. Then when you do your vote, Nigeria refuse, then you will carry those votes and pass to international community. We done our vote, so they did not allow us. Then this international community will come in. Who is the international community? A member from UN. Maybe let's just say if Finland, they are on the right sense, Finland could have been on the right hand to do this for us. But because of there was collude with Nigeria to eat bribe, and what happened? Everything was destroyed. Kevin Abbas, where have you been? I hope you're okay, my brother. Hope you're okay. Daniel, good morning. You're welcome. You're welcome. That is why, Timothy, you have to support the government of United States of Biafra, because they are here to make that peace. They are here to make that negotiation. They are the one who has what it takes to make that negotiation you're talking about. To exist from Nigeria. We are no longer in the era of no. If you see any army claiming his Biafra Liberation Army who come out on air to talk, it's not under the government. They are those that are rebel inside, because now all the Biafra army has been taking command from the United States of Biafra Authority to remain where they are and protect the land without coming out on air. Anthony, you're welcome. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. That is where it's no longer the time of army, of shooting gun, no, it's the time of diplomatic negotiation. That is where we are right now. Kevin, thank you so much. I wonder. Thank you so much. It's a time for diplomatic movement. This is a time for that negotiation. The things that will trigger negotiation. Are you going to fold your hand before the negotiation will come? No. We will conduct election. The government will be submitting the document of the election. We have 4 or 3 documents already. We have our self-referendum document 1. We have our official declaration document 2. We have our grievances 3. Now, when we have the document of the election, or making it 4, when we present this to under international communities, they will also read and see. And now that we are seeking for countries, at the time of Chukwemeka, 5 countries gave him support. That is supported Biafra as a new country, but none of them are the member of the UN. None of them coming from the international global community. That is why the Biafra fell. Except that from today, if that did not fail, we are not going to be here saying all this that we're saying right now. We will have been a full-blown country since 1970 to 1970. Check how many years. That is why we know that what we are doing is very important. It's only this way of now having into voting rights under international law of the human rights. Yesterday I read Article 25 of ICCPR, Article 25, who give us the full right to go and vote. The voting is also proving to the world that you don't want Nigeria, that you want Nigeria to end, you want Nigeria to be divided. That is why you must go and vote when it's come to your own time to vote. They told that the voting is also showing what? Showing that the voting is also showing capacity to enter into relations. An elected government by our election is seen as the legitimacy representing within the authority to engage in international recognition. That is the diplomatic movement. It is political. Sign treaty and the joint international organization, which is another criteria for stakehold for being a new country. Number 4.
4. Basis for international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies, like the UN or regional organizations, can give potential recognizing states confidence in the new entity's political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economic aid, and cooperation.
You see it? You call it negotiation. Here they call it diplomatic ties. That is what they call it here. That is what they call it here. Basic of international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies like UN or recognition organizations. Yes, our election, we are going to invite them. Whether they will come or they will not going to come, it's going to be a notice. Because of that they are not coming does not stop the election going on. Because countries that are in Africa today, as they are playing Nations Cup qualifier, World Cup qualifier, you hear many names that you have never heard before. I don't know where I keep the names, the new countries, the names in Africa that nobody has heard about them before. But they are country. So our own, how do you think it's a crime that you don't like the way they are doing it? Have you asked how did other countries do their own? Have you? Give us one example, John, a country that you know how they get their own independence. What we are doing today is what those countries pass through before they can be able to be a free nation. We are going to invite UN. Whether they will come or they're not going to come. Our own is that we must invite them to come. They said inviting them or letting them know is also can give a potential recognition, a state confidence in the newly state political system. Newly. Simply means that the world know that there is a time that a new country will emerge. It is not prohibited. It's not an abomination to have a new country. It's not. When you merge, look at the criteria they ask us to go. Now that we have merged, now that we have declared it, everything must be under international community law. The international law is our template right now to maintain all the criteria they ask us to maintain. This is what it is. Can give potential recognition, state confidence in the new existing political, in the newly entity political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economy, aid, and the comprehension. This is what we are going to be doing. Yes, my brother, you're welcome. Thank you. Hesh. I can see you. You're welcome. You see why we need the voting. And you see why it is our right. Now it's time for you to know that your government is on the right track. That is why you must be happy. That is why, and also the government are chasing away these inconsequentials. Please, as you come, have you liked the program? If it's your first time of coming, you will see a three dots in front of your phone. Bom bom nato. Just touch it. It will open. You will see like and share. Please. Please. Because why I ask you please that when you like the program, others will see it and know that we are live. So the message will be going viral. Look at that three dot in front of your phone. On the right hand of your phone, you will see a three dot on the right hand side. Just click on that three dot once, it will open. You will see like, you will see share. You also see report. Anyone you like to do, but do something.
However, it's important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act. While an election is a strong positive step, it doesn't guarantee recognition. Other factors that heavily influence the decision to recognize a new country include geopolitical.
Listen. However, it is important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act, while an election is a strong positive step. The election is what? A strong positive step. Are you hearing it? Hello. Ejikeme, thank you so much, my brother. May Elohim bless you and protect you. May Elohim bless you and protect you for the super chat you give us. Anything you give us is to build this platform. Thank you so much for your support. I make it openly that only thing we are lacking here is what? Only laptop. And the laptop must be Apple laptop. That's what it must be, because we want something that we use to build this platform that we're going to last. That when we see in Biafra land, I will see Biafra and said, look at your donation. Now we are going to be using it to do what? We are going to be using that laptop to maintain a very strong social media in future. It's not ending now. That is why it's only those who don't have future are in social media, being a Biafran, are saying trash on the government. How could, after you have abused the government and they will give you license in future? Their future ended. That is why nobody Biafra will come. So they continue making you. But if they have a future to hold media in when Biafra is a country, when we are now with a country, once we are fully legitimized Nigeria and we can open our YouTubes and start preaching the message of Biafra, and then the government will come and give us license to be a channel, then that time what are you going to do? Before you do something, think about the future. Don't think about today. Think about the future. Don't think about today. Yes. There's some African. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You have solved one case for me now. Oh, look at these countries. Do you know about them? They are African countries. Sao Tome, Principe, Etswana, Djibouti, Comoros. These are countries in Africa. They are all a new country that was merged in Africa. But when it's come to Biafra, it becomes a crime. When it's come to Biafra, it becomes you are hearing their name on the international global community. You will not hear their name. I think tomorrow we are going to run a program to present to you the years all this country was merged and how they comes out. Talkers of we that are popular. Think our program tomorrow, we should run many new countries in Africa and with dates and how they get their country. So when you come here, you will shut up your mouth if you are writing nonsense. I hope you are understanding what we are doing this morning. There is a time many countries. Look at Comoros. Look at Botswana. Look at San Tome. Look at the principle. All these things are countries in Africa that nobody knows them. But when it's come to the Africa issue, Kelly, I don't know where he's from, will be here talking nonsense. You go and stand up now. Do I ever tell you here? When all these countries are becoming a new country, do you know? Wamugu. You can't comment again because I don't have time. Let me tell you something. Kelly, let me tell you. You are wasting your time commenting here. Because before I will go now, I will wipe it out. It's not exist. So the effort you used to writing is you are wasting your time because you're a useless human being. Do I know who you are? Do I care about you? Continue writing. I want you to write like almost 5 comments before I will delete you. Only one touch and everything will wipe away. I clear it off in my. If you think it's going to, I'm going to leave it here. That is why you a fool. The right of the people to have a new country. Do you know how many countries are still in Africa that nobody even know about them? The rest of me, that the world has heard about me before. They will hear it again and they hear it right now. Everything that we are doing, we must first this time that we have declared, that is the movement of Biafra struggle, the movement of Biafra liberation has changed automatically. That is what some people do not understand. Now we are looking for the Biafra recognition the way America look for it, the way every country look for it. That is why there is peace everywhere. The government of Biafra are not making proud, are not shouting about gun and bullets anymore. What are they doing? They are bent down to go into diplomatic reconciliation. That's what they are doing. The movement has the face of they say that one thing that is constant in life is change. So the government has taken time, change the movement. It's no longer time of woto. It's not time of gun and bullet. It's a time to go into diplomatic movement. It's time to sign treaties. It's time to sign agreements. It's time to meet the Montevideo Convention criteria. That is the time we're into. Amy, good morning, you're welcome. Don't mind him. He enters where we are reading a document. That is why he's a fool. We enter where we are pulling out to read a document of international law and human rights. And instead of him to listen, he's commenting nonsense because the shame that the Britain put for his father's neck is still holding him. The shame that Britain put on his father neck is still holding him. That is why he's commenting nonsense. And his father is angry with his forefather is angry with him. Because of the slave, the sufferness, the pain that his forefather fought for. And he's here, he wants to write nonsense. His forefather is angry with him. That is why he's writing this. If happened that he's an Igbo man, no. If happened he's a Biafran, no. Because many of them claim names that the world are not a Biafran. Let me show you an example of odd nonsense that you are writing. Watch out. If you fear all of them have started, all of them will disappear right now. Watch out. So if you hear in the West, you are time writing it here. This is what is happening. All the things you are writing, I am removing them. So it's not going to last here. If you think that what we are writing will make any impact, it's not going to make any impact. Do you see it? It has finished. One book. Be writing. Only thing I need to do so when you write more, if I don't want to, I'll block you. Because we are not here. We did not attack you. I don't know who you are. I don't know why what I'm saying you are against it. I don't know the reason. I am not against your will. So I don't know why you are against my will. That's what makes you a black man. Nwa isi ewu, isi nkịta. You are writing nonsense. Oh yeah, come and write it again. Come on, nagi one platform one. Either she does or imala nagi like go on one platform. One atro, one bovun. Let's continue, my people. Don't mind the idiots.
The strategic or political interests of other powerful nations. The reaction of the former parent state. If the former state strongly opposes the declaration of independence, other countries may be reluctant to recognize the new state to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state.
Now, we are down to Nigeria. The reaction of the former present state happened to be Nigeria. If the former state, Nigeria, opposes our declaration of independence, other country may just move away to give recognition because to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state. Do you see the reason? I am not doubting that Nigeria is a state. I hope you know that. I said, for me, I don't believe in Nigeria. For those who believe in Nigeria, may Nigeria happen to you, Kelly. The way they are buying people in Benue, in everywhere, may it happen to you, a member of your family. But you see, now I'm saying this, you can't reply because you can't talk anymore. You have finished your duty, so you can go. Now you have to listen now. Comment again now. If Nigeria refuses to give recognition, because of that Nigeria refuses to give us recognition, are we going to stop? Yes, Harris, you are right. You are right. Yes, Maz, I mentioned your name. I see your super chat is here. Thank you so much. I pray for you. I say, may him continue to protect you and guide you. Nothing will happen to this. This is your super chat. I see. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Your pocket will never run dry. From where you bring this one out, may it multiply in 1,000-fold to you. Anything you lay your hand this month, you shall have a testimony. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We must continue, my people. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. Thank you. So, my people, we must continue. Even though that if Nigeria refuses, is the end of the Biafran people? The answer is no. The answer is what? The answer is what? No. If Nigeria don't want to recognize us, then what will trigger Nigeria to recognize us? What is that? It's the things that we are doing. Yes, Bro Kevin, he's not informed. That is why he's here to do nonsense. Yeah, his father's Ludo might send him there, yeah? Those are these governors that are the ones that are sending those inconsequential. But let him comment now. I'll be much na platform abroad here. If some countries, in the time of when Ojukwu was declared Biafra, despite everything, after getting to maximum 1 year of Ojukwu declaration of Biafra, countries supported him. They don't mind whether Nigeria is or Nigeria is not there. He's not, my people. He's not, AGK, he's not. I want to tell you something here. The reaction of Nigeria, we have sent Nigeria official document of our declaration. Nigeria has it in their custody. They have it. It's on their desk. Go and verify. Now that they refuse, what will happen? That is why we must conduct this election also to prove to the world that we don't want Nigeria. It is what it is. There is no other way out. It has only one way, and that way is what we are maintaining. Nobody will stop us. I mean, nobody. They never born that person well who will come to support the Biafran people, because everything that we are doing is under international law. Now that we are a country, Joseph, you are welcome. And now that we are a country, if you are, yes, you should go to Chowole protests. But you see, Chowole protests, I never have time to address it. Maybe I will take my 30 minutes out to address, because Chowole will not use us to do politics. You know, he wants to go for president. Everything I'm doing is all about political. That is one thing that it's only our people refuse to understand that the movement of Biafra is all about politics. Must continue.
Adherence to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minorities, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, and an effective government, the core elements of statehood.
I hope you had this clearly here. The criteria they ask us to meet. Adhering to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minority, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of the legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, an effective government, the control element of stakehood. That is where we are. That is why the election must go on. That is why. That is why the election is very important. That is why you must adhere to listening to the government instruction. That is why you must do anything the government asks you to do this time we are in. This is an international law. You see what it told us? The criteria. People, are they not living in Biafra land? Some of many of our brothers on the comment section here are living in Biafra land. You people are there, that is the permanent population of the people. We have made that one number one criteria. A permanent population of people. A defined territory. The 40 states of the United States of Biafra. So as we claim it, and so it shall it be. An effective government. The effective government is the one that given order for the election, to prove that they are in control in Biafra territory. That's what it is. So my people, after you have listened to this, have a strong mind. Are you not happy that there is a law that if Nigeria comes out that day to attack us, that Nigeria is what? Nigeria have already know how to destroy law, but as they continue destroying, that is how their name is everywhere. The name of Nigeria is where? Everywhere. But I want you to remember that our line is still open in case if you want to call or number on only WhatsApp. +3 +9 7 33 60 51 337. I repeat again. +9 7 33 60 51 337. That is number in case only on WhatsApp. If you want to call, so you can call me. Only on WhatsApp. Remember that. Remember that. So my people, you have had it. I want to play it fully for you. Then the second phase of this document will be read out tomorrow.
Yes, holding an election can significantly help a new, self-declared country in gaining international recognition, although it is usually not the sole determining factor. Here's a breakdown of why. 1. Demonstrates effective government and legitimacy. One of the core legal criteria for statehood, as generally accepted under the Montevideo Convention, is having an effective government. A genuine, transparent and fair election is a powerful way to demonstrate that. The new entity has a functioning government structure. The government has the will of the people as its basis, which is a key principle in modern international law, e.g., in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. the government is likely to be stable, accountable, and capable of maintaining order and fulfilling international obligations. 2. Bolsters democratic credentials. Many existing states, particularly Western democracies, often place importance on democratic processes. Holding an election can align the new country with international norms of democratic governance, making it politically easier for established democracies to grant recognition. 3. Shows capacity to enter relations. An elected government is seen as the legitimate representative with the authority to engage in international relations, sign treaties, and join international organizations, which is another criterion for statehood. 4. Basis for international support. An election, especially if observed by international bodies, like the UN or regional organizations, can give potential recognizing states confidence in the new entity's political system, opening the door for diplomatic ties, economic aid, and cooperation. However, it's important to remember that recognition is primarily a political act. While an election is a strong positive step, it doesn't guarantee recognition. Other factors that heavily influence the decision to recognize a new country include geopolitical interests, the strategic or political interests of other powerful nations, the reaction of the former parent state. If the former state strongly opposes the declaration of independence, other countries may be reluctant to recognize the new state to avoid conflict or upsetting the existing state. Adherence to international law, commitment to human rights, protection of minorities, and non-use of force. Fulfillment of legal criteria, having a defined territory, a permanent population, and an effective government, the core elements of statehood.
I hope you heard it clearly. Allow me to play so you know that I'm not the one. I'm not the one doing anything. Okay, the number is plus 9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. That is the number. If you got it, you let me know in the comment section. My people, you have had it the way it is. You have had it here. So I want to know that for you to vote is very, very important. Your vote is also to save your life and also to help the government for international recognition. That is only what we are lacking right now. The only thing that we are lacking is what? This international recognition. By our voting after our declaration is another way to do it. The number is plus 9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7 plus 9 7 3 6 0 5 1 3 7. That is the number to call if you wish to call before we end the program, because we are running into 3 hours. We have to take a break. We're waiting for our people to call after they have called in to tell us how they feel on this particular thing that we are doing and what they have in mind to tell his own fellow Biafrans. You are free to do that. It is your time to do that. But as we are doing that, we are going to play some videos that are coming out from the so-called Ndi One Nigeria. Things that are happening in Nigeria. Why Nigeria must be divided? Why the Biafran people want to go? You are free to call as I'm playing the video.
9 people were fined in Bono, in Edo, in Katsina, in Sokoto, 5 states. Totally more. Even if you count it well, it will even be more than 20. 120 people.
120 people in a day.
I'm telling you nothing but the truth. Do you know the numbers of people, terrorists, they die on daily basis in Nigeria? we dey lose people more than people wey dey war.
Okay, now.
This Russia and Ukraine war wey dey happen, if you count numbers of people unto say that they are into war, we dey lose people, human being, more than this country that is into war. This shows that.
Yes, our brother is calling. Let us take phone call, like we said. Hello, Joseph. Good morning from here.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Master.
Good morning. You're welcome, my brother. Carry on.
Yeah. I've been following you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you very much for your good work.
Thank you so much, my brother. You're welcome. The mic is yours.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good morning. Good morning, dear friends. As na keke sapiri n'Igbo. Onye were nkagbu alụsị, alụsị were nkagbu ya.
Onye were nkagbu alụsị, alụsị ọrụkwụ nkagbu chiri onye ahụ.
Onye were
nkagbu alụsị.
Onye were nkagbu alụsị.
Yes. Alụsị ọrụkwụ nkagbu ya.
Nkagbu ya.
That's so it be.
They think we are fools. They think we don't know what we are doing. Thank God for our DPM who understands
the game
and is work.
Yeah.
The game and is working according to the template.
Yeah.
And so much I appreciate God concerning because you see, if these people really is feeling for us, somebody like Showole and Co, what they should be talking about is how viral and popular and keep supporting it, not telling us about protests. You see the international law that you are reading out every day here, because they now know that we are now in a government, a new government that is barely a year, and we are working on a tightrope for recognition. Look at what they are doing. Look, they can't organize 5 years ago. They can't organize it 4 years ago. It is now they want to come and start protest. My big question to all of them is this: if you are protest, if you are going to protest for Mazen Nnamdi release, do you believe in what Nnamdi Kanu believes in?
That is it.
Do you believe in Biafra ability? So, my brother, before I dive out of your topic, I just demand that the Kelly that just wrote your comment section.
Yeah.
Tell him to go and join Showole protest. Tell him that we know what we are doing and we're going to keep doing it until we start receiving the international.
Yes, so you are right.
Let them believe whatever thing they want to believe in. And I want to also use this medium and sound it as a warning to any Igbo man, to any Igbo woman that will go and join protests. We have redefined protest in the whole world. Our form of protest is sit at home.
Exactly.
And our government is declaring sit at home in the old Anambra State on 7 and 8 of
November.
Any protest and yes, of November, the day they are planning to do the assembly election in Anambra State. If you go and join any protest and they shot you, you are a dead man. And nobody will talk about you. Don't go and our form of protest now in Biafra land is sit at home. Once you sit at home, you make your intention known by sitting at home. Nobody will hurt you. You still be at the confines of your home and do whatever you want to do. Not to come and be jumping up and down in the street, creating or damaging what you want built.
Yeah.
So thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much for calling, Roger. Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, my people, we allow the call. Our number is still open, it's still available in case if you want to call, you are free to call into the program and submit your opinion. We have our style of our protest, like you said. You know our style. That is what? Sit at home. peaceful disobedience, that nobody will buy you that day because you know that Nigeria is a killer of young men. Look at the video I played. I give to you right now. You had it clearly. That is why I say we need gadgets. So when we gadget, we have this thing, play it fully. What we have to do, oh my God, the kind of video that we want to be dishing out, but I believe that time is coming.
9 people were fined in Bono, in Edo, in Katsina, in Sokoto, 5 states. Totally more. Even if you count it well, it would even be more than 20, 120.
Oh, believe me, we're in Biafra.
Please, oh, I'm telling you nothing but the truth. Do you know the numbers of people, terrorists, they find on daily basis in Nigeria? We they lose people more than people where they war. This Russia and Ukraine.
You too, please permit me to use. This is not. I am not playing the music. I am using what she's saying. The video that you saw, not the music on the background, please. So do not mark me copyright on this particular program, please. That is one thing we are facing on the hand of YouTube.
Be very, very careful now.
Look at another one happening.
Most especially those of us that are traveling to Lagos. The road now is not safe again. See what happened for road. This thing now, people where they travel Lagos or a road, now this will happen. This thing now, Fulani, KP guys. Fulani don't cause us harm on this country. These few boss, all of them, see them just watch them. Fulani collect, carry everybody where they inside this bus, enter inside bush.
Finland, is this Simon? Boys is doing this, Simon. Finland.
Inside this country.
Alexander, stop. Is this Simon?
Talk to Mr. President.
You hear it?
What
You
is
and
your
your
plan
president,
concerning
Tinubu,
this country?
terrorist people.
Tinubu, what is your plan concerning this country? Now, what people where they live, don't I finish? Now, what people where they live, don't I finish? Now you go do something. The number one priority of any leader, elected president, is to protect the life and property.
You never know. You never see something.
In this hour,
You hear it? That is Fulanese. This is we, the Biafran people, seeking for our freedom. Finland, Britain, all of you, saludo them. This is it. This is how we started. This is Ekulobia. Here is I was here live in Ekulobia. I was live here in Ekulobia before I traveled. We are seeking for our freedom with our flag, and they start buying us. The first day was supposed to be in Ekulobia will cancel because before we will come, Nigerian has come and shoot people, and they say we are not going to let that will come. We want Biafra. That is only what we are seeking for, nothing more than that. See them. We are in Biafra land where there is no Boko Haram. In Biafra land where there is no Boko Haram. Is it not war? Because we carry flag, ask for freedom. It's only where we are they have power. But the next one I will show you, they don't have power there. It's only here that you will see them doing this. Nothing more than that.
God. Hey. Wow.
The intention is to Islamize Nigeria.
Listen to this.
The intention is to Islamize Nigeria.
This is not a Biafran, Finland.
And it doesn't matter if some people
He is
die.
not a
It
Biafran.
doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has degenerated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die.
They are poisoning him. He
People
died.
have this mindset to Islamize the nation.
That is the work we are facing, and we said no.
And people know
Simon Eba said no.
Yes,
Nnamdi Kanu said no.
NIA knows them. The DIA knows them because it is the DIA that conducted the operations that arrested these sponsors. So they know them. Why is the government, the
So the
commander-in-chief of the
general
army?
I am not saying I have listened to no, it's not for violence, but it's to prove what is happening. This is what is happening in Nigeria. It's on social media. This is not from my page.
It's no stranger to.
I just want to see what others are showing.
Before now, I mean, a few other institutions around the Defense Academy have also been attacked. Talk about the Institute of Agriculture and Forestry Mechanized Division, something to that effect. I can't remember the exact name of the institution now, but we do know that they have been around this area. Now, I'm looking at the front page of Daily Trust newspapers, and they have this, why NDA security was compromised. And the first writer says, bandits leave peacefully. Peacefully is in parenthesis, near academy. There have been questions before now that sometimes, this happened in Jos, around Rukuba, that, there were attacks happening in the neighboring area, and that the military institutions did nothing. The same thing happened when there were attacks on the airport, residential area in Kaduna. That was very close to the defense.
Sorry, that is adverts. You know they must do their adverts.
They did nothing. They attacked the forestry school in Kaduna. They did nothing. Now they have finally come for them. But the talk is that these people have been there all along. They never went anywhere. The bandits who perpetrated this attack have been there all along. Does the military really need, if this is something that is of concern to the security agencies, because it was only a matter of time from what it would seem that we're reading that these attacks were going to happen, it didn't really need to wait this long before they took action against people they knew were a security threat.
This video I am playing is not this year. This is a video of 2002 of this man. And the count from 2000 to 2025, how many years? That's what this man said that time. Now it is viral everywhere. That is why you are seeing the killing. That is why they possess the Biafra land. That's why you see all these things. And Nigeria army are helping them to do this. YouTube, you know that this platform is not for violence. It's for freedom. It's for teaching people their rights. That is what this platform is for. Nothing more than that. Things are not go well in Nigeria. Nigeria are destiny killer with Boko Haram. So the only thing we are doing is to prove to the world what we are passing through, and the reason why that thing is happening to those people that refuse to understand. And we understand. Our President Mazen Kanu said, never will this happen in Biafra land. Mas Simon Eba, the Prime Minister, said that never this will happen in Biafra land. That is why those that are saying truth are being punished, but those are killing, lying, are those being set free.
To not just them, but also the people around their environment.
Yeah, Mape, I may also shock you that some cadets have been abducted before now.
You hear it?
And when they took these cadets away, and they demanded for ransom as low as 400,000 naira at that time.
That time. You hear that time?
The cadets were released after the ransom were paid. And the cadet told them that where they took them to, that they could hear the parade going on in NDA. That they were not taken far away from NDA. That every morning they hear the parade and the programs going on in NDA while they were in the camp of the terrorists. You are right. Okay. These people live around NDA. It's about social cultural issue. As long as you're a Muslim and you speak Fufude or Hausa, you can do whatever you like and fraternize with the military and go in and out of the barracks. You are saying that the attack did not happen on Friday. Of course, it will not happen on Friday, but they have enough time to carry out surveillance They have enough time to have insiders that will work with them. The problem is that journalists should go around our military institution this Friday and carry their cameras and see the decadence, the security breach that goes on every Friday in all military institutions across Nigeria.
Okay.
And tell the Minister of Defense to put a stop to that. The defense institutions, they are sacred. They are not where people can come on Friday, throw open the gate because they want to come and do Jumat. The truth is that on Sundays, we don't have such, invasion of our premises by Christians to come and pray or to come and do whatever on Sundays. But for the 35 years I spent in the military intelligence, if you go to Tego Barracks in Apapa, it's the same. The Tego Barracks is where I was trained as an intelligence officer. It's the same. On Friday, they will troop in. They throw it open. It's religion. And because we must think about solution, the Minister of Defense should stop this. They should make pronouncement and stop it. Every Friday, people should go to various mosques around them to pray and maintain the sanctity of our military institutions. That's what I'm
I
saying.
want to know if this has been an issue before now. I mean, has this been anything that, the people at the top in the military have found as a source of concern? Let me raise an instance. For instance, we know that at almost every security institution, even on the roads here in Abuja, before you can enter the same road that leads to any military institution is divided in two. There are huge barricades to prevent anybody from just entering, so to speak.
It's just telling you how the bandits start attacking military bases. That in the name of they are worshiping, they are Muslim, they will open army barrack. These people will enter to study the ground. That is also how they want them to enter in Biafra land. They use Dangote truck to bring them down in Biafra land. That is just the meaning of the video that we are seeing here. Nothing more than that. That's the meaning of the video. They're killing, how people are crying, shouting, running away. Look at it. Let me show you another one. See here. See it here. See people running away from their home. Are you hearing it? This is how people are running away from their home. This is how people are running away from their home. Fulani bandits chase people away. Chasing people away in the ancestral land. Do you hear the sound? Is there any war going on here? What Fulani chasing the indigenous people away from their land? That is what we are passing through. That is it. Do you hear it? You see? People running away. This is what is happening in Nigeria. That is why the people of Biafra say, we don't want where we be running away from our ancestral land. Both children, oh my, this is what is happening. Alexander, stop. This is why Simon is fighting. This is why Nanakan is fighting. You hear the sound? No war. Only to chase people away, kill them, remove them from their ancestral land.
It was from yesterday's evening.
Listen, another one.
At 6 p.m.
Okay.
We learned that armed Fulani and their cohort, who are the bandits and other terrorist networks, were moving from Bangre Fulani settlement to Bindi, which is Jebu village of Tahos community area of local government. And I immediately intimated the sector commander that this was about happening, and he assured me that he will make deployment. After some minutes, I called him and he assured me that his men are already pinned down, and they have spotted the Fulani grazing their cows, because that is what they usually do. Their modus operandi to attack villages and communities is to come massively, with their cows, and then of course the attackers will pin down, and the cattle will go back. And that was the exact thing that happened last night. And so at about 10 p.m., there were some sporadic gunshots. They made an attempt, and so the vigilante that were on ground, and also the unit commander that is stationed at SOAP, whom the people actually, commended the effort he made. They resisted the attackers at the first instance. And so at about 3 p.m. or thereabout, in the 3 a.m. of this morning, the attackers regrouped themselves and came. And of course, they opened fire and killed as many as 27 people. Some were burned down to ashes at the pastorium. And it actually shocked us that despite the effort that some of the
27 people, and those there was burned down, burned the houses down is not included though. 27. This is what is going on in Nigeria every day, every blessed day. However, I told that nothing is happening in Hamas, nothing happening in all these places that think they're fighting war. Ukraine, where something is happening is in Nigeria. It's happening in the north, it's happening in the south, it's happening in the west. For them, that is because of all this. That is why Biafran people move away from Nigeria. That is why we went to Finland on November 29, 2024. Make official declaration, declaration of a new country called United States of Biafra. This is all this that is happening. A lot of this. That's why I said when we finally have our gadget, we will see the outcome of our programs, what we are presenting. This is where Nigerian media cannot carry it. Because they told them, shut up your mouth. Do not present it to any media. BBC cannot carry this. Al Jazeera cannot. But people are passing through this in their homeland. It is unbelievable. It is unimaginable. My people, we are going to end it here today until tomorrow, when we are going to start again. The same time we start today, the same time that we are going to start tomorrow. So I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank those who called. I want to thank you for your comments. I want to thank you for your contribution. I want to thank you for your time that you used to be here. Please, my Biafran people, I thank you all. May Elohim continue to bless and protect any of us as we continue to support on the side of our government to make that we got our new country, or we must defend it. It's time to vote.
Since US and Canada member of the parliament.
So, let me show you something very quickly. See it here. Last video I want to show to you. Alexander Storm. See them here. Those are attacking, killing the indigenous people. See them here. YouTube, this is why we Biafran people, we see us on YouTube, asking you to grant us free to present what is happening. So the world will come to serve the indigenous people and innocent people. Look at those that are killing. Look at those that are buying people. You see it? You are shouting, Allah Quran. They are killing people. Day in, day out. Look at them. In Nigeria. You would think they are not military. They are bandits. They are Boko Haram. They are Lacroix. Many groups are in Nigeria today buying the indigenous people. They want to take it by force. And also, you that is the owner of the YouTube, one day when they settle in Nigeria fully, Biafran will not chase them away, they will come and attack your own country also. That is why you must support us. Allow us to bring what is happening in Biafra. We're not doing violence, but we're showing what is happening. How to stop it is what we're presenting to you. That we want to stop. And those that can stop it is dividing Nigeria. Let everyone do on their own. That is why the Biafran people are here making all this to happen. My people, once again, I thank you. From me, from here, it is goodbye. Have a nice day.